It's a storm, it's a gale, spinning tails like hurricanes. Through the laughter and the hail, humor makes the heavy rains. Casino money lost in the whirlwind of thought. Tarzan's in the jungle, clapping cheeks uncaught. Jesus had low T, but we turn it up high. On allegedly lane, we let the limits fly. And the wind and the wet, hurricane of talking shit, bringing life through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. We're the wind and the wit, hurricane of talking shit, bringing light through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. It's a storm, it's a gale, spinning tails like hurricanes. Through the laughter and the hail, humor makes the heavy rains. Casino money lost in the whirlwind of thought. Tarzan's in the jungle, clapping cheeks uncaught. Jesus had low T, but we turn it up high. On allegedly lane, we let the limits fly. And the wind and the wet, hurricane of talking shit, bringing life through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. We're the wind and the wit, hurricane of talking shit, bringing light through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. It's a storm, it's a gale, spinning tails like hurricanes. Through the laughter and the hail, humor makes the heavy rains. Casino money lost in the whirlwind of thought. Tarzan's in the jungle, clapping cheeks uncaught. Jesus had low T, but we turn it up high. On allegedly lane, we let the limits fly. And the wind and the wet, hurricane of talking shit, bringing life through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the rain. Life's a punchline, or maybe a hurricane. Every chat, every comment fuels our spree. This live wild ride is where we'll always be. We're the wind and the wit, hurricane of talking shit, bringing light through every skit. In the eye will always fit. We're laughing in the storm, dancing in the...
Bring your phone down. Yo, what's good, Hurricane homies? Back for another Tubular Tuesday, and we're tardy, and tarded, and toaster strudel. Stupid. And I'm the Juggernaut Jester Josh, aka Jabberjaws. And this right here,
Stupid fuck Sam.
I'm gonna let him introduce himself today. What's your name today?
Stupid fuck Sam. Dude.
Stupid fuck Sam. SFF. FSS.
SFS.
Why is that so hard to say?
I don't know, dude.
SFS.
SFS.
Yeah, dude, that's what it was.
Surfaces.
Yeah. All right, so we got some stuff to do today.
Okay, what are we doing?
Well, we got to introduce Duke Nile, dude.
Now, heard.
Duke. Check it out, dude. Yeah, dude.
Oh, motherfuck! It would happen right at the beginning of the show.
Yeah?
Yep.
What do you need? Some super glue?
Yeah, I want to super glue my hair. You're right. It is okay. Just another fucking frustrating thing to add to the list today, dude. It is what it is.
I've got nothing.
We're good. We moved past this.
Use the capture card. Tie it. Like,
Hit it with a quick. Hold up,
all right, dude.
I'm trying to see what I can work out here, Chad. Hold up. Well, why do they? Do you think?
So I got a couple of cool stories to talk about before we get to the promo. Hell yeah.
Bang, dude.
Shebang, dude.
It holds it, cuz. Look at that, Chad. Bang.
All right, dude. What do you want to get to first?
I don't fucking know.
You want to get to American Pie related story, Ancient Aliens related story?
I think I know where you're going with the
story?
American Pie one. Is it about the bitch like?
Why don't you just pick one of the three stories I said, and then we'll talk about it.
American Pie, dude.
Okay. So old tits started an OnlyFans way too late.
Hey, I mean,
Way too late.
I'd still want to see how they aged.
Well, she's gonna have a big month one.
Yeah.
Big month one. And then it's gonna be a hard fall off probably.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
We all seen them in American Pie.
Yep, when they were in their prime.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind
We're
seeing
talking
how they
about
aged, cuz.
we're talking about 2007 Tom Brady tits right there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
right now it's year 45, 9-7 Tampa
looks
Bay
like
Bucks Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're on the verge of retirement. They're still goated titties, really. You know what I mean? But it makes me wonder. I thought celebrities back in the day made decent money. Why has she got to do this?
Well, it's been a while, dude.
Oh, and she probably also didn't make the money off the other ones because they were like, we don't need tits girl for the storyline.
Yeah, we got college bitches that'll
Yeah,
show
yeah,
their
yeah.
tits.
Well, dude, that guy went to jail big.
What?
The Girls Gone Wild guy?
Oh yeah, that
He
was,
went to jail.
What, dude?
Big.
He fucked up. He was putting minors in videos and shit, dude.
Well, you don't have time to ID everybody at a party when chicks are getting their tits out. Come on, man. Come on, have you ever been to a party with tits everywhere? And
But
you're
he
like,
was interviewing them though.
well, that's where he fucked up.
yeah.
If he would have just got rid of all the interviews and was like, yo, tits be tits, dog.
Tits.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, and I don't understand why the government came down on him so hard. Maybe because the tits were too big. They like
Because
babies.
It's considered child pornography, dude.
Well, they love that shit, but they like a different version.
They
a more
like it-
fucked up
Yeah,
version.
they like it whenever they're like sacrificing them and shit.
Yeah, well, babies are basically just little dumbass aliens.
I think babies are racist.
Babies are racist. It's in the DNA, dude.
I had
Because-
a white baby and they never liked black people.
Well, my brother said the funniest thing of all time. He was probably about 4 or 5 years old, and he looked at this guy and he goes, you know, I'd trade a black baby for a white baby every day. You know, well, he was 5, bro. What? What's the exchange rate on black babies to white babies? How many black babies you think I can get for one pristine white baby? Are you looking up slave trade numbers? Because they didn't sell white babies in the slave trade. Chat, we don't know what he's looking up. He won't communicate.
So, okay. For instance, private domestic adoptions for black infants have been cited between 17,000 and 22,000.
Okay?
Compared to roughly 35,000 to 44,000 for white infants.
Well, yeah. Well, you don't want to get Colin Kaepernick. I mean, Colin Kaepernick got adopted by a white family, and then this guy writes a book out. He's like, they told me not to wear an afro, those racist fucks.
Oh, man.
It's unbelievable, even.
That's the private breakdown by race. But, like, if you're going for adoption for foster care, it's anywhere from 0 to 3,000, regardless of the child's race.
All right. We're gonna try to do a clean cut, and we might do another one when Fungal gets here. All right, this is what I'm gonna need from you. Pat, 1 second.
Yo.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Jesus Christ. It's the simplest of tasks, my man. Be engaged.
See, it's
But not in that way, Chad.
It's the same problem in my last relationship. All right.
Yeah, but this is one that you only have a 2-hour obligation per week. You get a fig the funk for about 15 minutes a week.
It's fair.
Yeah. All right.
Before we do this, can we talk about something I think you'll enjoy first?
Sure.
So you want to know why I was running late today?
Sure.
Yeah, I was coming from Bridgeville. All right.
Okay. It's a town chat,
And right about the time I hit Cannonsburg.
which is another town chat.
All right. Mind you, it's like 4 o'clock at this fucking point. I hit traffic. You know,
Happens.
your favorite thing, my favorite thing, everybody's favorite thing. Standstill highway traffic, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, it's got to be like, you know, some stupid fucking thing happened.
Some motorcyclist was waving to another motorcyclist and lost control.
No, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, it's got to be like somebody like just bumper cladded and the cops are there fucking shutting down a lane because they got to fucking document it. You know what I mean?
Some fucktard in a Corvette.
It just broke down in the lane. Yeah. We had that experience.
Yeah.
Chat. But no, man. So I get up there. All right. This car on the opposite side of the highway. Our side of the highway is all good. There's nothing going on that side.
Right.
The opposite side of the highway is flipped over and all fucked up. And I'm like, huh, this is oddly insane. Like, why are we all slowed down on this side? All right. Continue down said highway, getting close to Washington,
Another town chat.
where we live, chat.
Another town.
But fucking, I get into Washington, and as I'm coming up onto that interchange there, I fucking merge over. And bro, in the middle of the fucking highway, there's a pile, like a big ass pile of fucking chains. All right, like big fucking like tow chains, like laying in the middle of the highway. I'm like, holy fuck, dude, this is insane. Like, but everybody's zooming past that. All right, we slow, like it just pissed me off so bad that everybody like fucking slowed down to just sit. Like the whole reason I was in traffic for 45 fucking minutes was because people were just slowing down. I wonder what's going on over there. You know what I mean? But, like, whenever we actually have something that could fucking cause, like, a huge problem, fuck it. We cool, cuz. Let it ride.
But this reminds me of a time I was on my way back from a long trip. Okay? And there's this tunnel in Virginia. Okay?
Is it
Where-
the one that goes under the water?
No.
Oh.
Okay? This is one that's like, it's a toll road.
Yeah.
Okay? Speed limit's 85.
Hell yeah. That's my kind of fucking
Exactly.
road, chat.
Okay? Speed limit's 85. And then randomly there's a tunnel that goes through a mountain so you can keep going 85. Right? That's what the tunnel's for. So you don't have to fucking roller coaster your shit and be like, chugga, 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 up the hill face of the mountain. It goes through it so you can continue to go 85. And then randomly, I'm going about 90, 95, as you do, on an 85 mile an hour road. Okay?
Maybe 100.
Autobahning the shit out of it.
Maybe 100.
Okay? And I'm coming up to this bend, and all of a sudden, I just see taillights. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I slow down. And then we come to a complete stop. And then I'm in stop and go traffic for about 15 minutes. And now, mind you, I'm on a hill that's going up like this, and then it goes right into the tunnel. So I can't see the tunnel just yet. I don't know there's a tunnel. I just know I'm in stop and go traffic. And I'm like, oh, something major must have happened up here.
Yeah, dude.
Okay? So then I get to the top, and I look, and there's a tunnel, and I'm like, oh, there's something on the other side of the tunnel making everybody get over, and it's slowing everything down. We go through the tunnel. You get out the other side of the tunnel, there's nothing. I can go 85 again. Literally, people were just like, oh my God, tunnels, you gotta go 40.
Yeah, dude, didn't we have that happen in Florida on the way to Florida too? We had
I don't know, but this one made me so mad because I was stuck there for an hour almost. And it was just a fucking tunnel.
Well, you
And
get,
not like the Pittsburgh tunnels where
Yeah.
it's small and condensed. This is a big fucking tunnel. Plenty of room.
What's good,
Plenty of
fun?
room. Plenty of room to go woozy, woozy, woozy. You know what I mean? And everybody just slowed down. They were like, walls all around my car. That's scary, isn't it?
Yeah. I fucking hate our government.
Fuck you, assholes. Nah.
asshole.
Fuck you, dog.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck you, dog. As a matter of fact,
Jews and shit.
I gotta tell you something.
Do your thing.
We'll do that first so it's not in the clip.
Oh. Well,
No sense of timing this guy.
we're allowed to drink in the clip?
No. That's why I'm not drinking. Oh, chat. Oh, he's gonna do it today. He's gonna do it today. Chat, I don't like being late. I'm already on edge. I'm already on a razor's edge. And he's just tilting the blade, chat.
When do we enable phone number verification?
I didn't do that. I didn't change anything.
When did we enable it? Twitch. We need to talk.
What would it be? What would it be under? Privacy or something?
No, not permissions. That's it. I don't know that, bro. It made you. That's got to be Twitch, dude. I'm sorry for that, Fungal. It's like, no, now we got your phone number. It's in the database. You get pwned. Fucking scrub.
What the fuck?
What, dude?
I just don't understand why it would do that.
No, we got your data now, Fungal. It's in our database. You're fucked.
I literally almost never change anything.
We never do. We never do, dude.
What the fuck?
We've thought about doing follower only chat, but like we never done that just because we don't want to boost our numbers that way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get new people. Duke Nile is here. He is, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
motherfucker.
Rotate your chair. Oh. Duke Nile's here. As a matter of fact, let's fucking do the damn thing. Alright, bro. So the other day I'm at a wrestling event, right? Okay, and I'm trying to get into the biz. So I'm backstage, I'm mingling, I'm trying to get advice. And this one dude's manners apparently took a permanent vacation and forgot to send a postcard. Hollywood Cole has the fucking charm of a sewage pipe and the tact of a drunk chainsaw. Dude, if he had half as much talent as he has arrogance, he'd be main eventing pay-per-views everywhere. So you know what? From Duke Nile to Mr. Hollywood, this is a message to you. You know, it puzzles me that your nickname's the highlight reel, when realistically, you're on the receiving end of most other people's highlights. You're more like a movie trailer. You can clip it up in short little clips and put good music behind it, and it seems exciting, but the whole movie sucks. The product is better than the promotion. Or the promotion is better than the product. Fuck, I was on a roll.
Call him Martin Scorsese, dude.
What up? The crazy Sparky. Oh well. I'll do another one.
He's like Martin Scorsese, dude. Promotion's better than the product.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, bro, it's like you're a Timu Tubi version of Johnny Cage. In one match with me, and your star power's getting a fatality. You know what I mean? So next time you talk to me, you should probably calm down and smoke a J, Cole, or you're about to get Kendrick. Okay? So, you know, because it doesn't matter whether it's the UCW, the PWO, the RRW, WWE, BET, HGTV, or HBO. There's nowhere I won't find you to rewrite the script of your career, bro. I'll beat you for a title, a Tony, an Emmy, an Oscar. It doesn't matter. The funny thing is your entrances are longer than any winning streak you've ever had. We all know about the Lockhart losing streak, dude. We all know about it. 7 straight losses to the same guy.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Who even does that? I'd stop after 5. I'd retire. You know what I mean? So it's just cute to me that you and your band of Mary Poppins people walk around like you're big screen villains. Well, newsflash, Cole, this isn't a movie. You don't get a stunt double. And when I drop you, nobody's yelling cut. They're just counting. 1, 2, 3.
I think your signature move should definitely be the Pharaoh flop.
It's one of them, but already have the Pharaoh's funeral, dude.
No, Pharaoh's flop.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
Like it's like the fucking stink face. But,
Timu Johnny Cage went crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what else is?
I flubbed the one line. I flubbed the one line. Pissed about it. I'm gonna think about it for days. I'm gonna have to film it again.
I got you back in it with the Martin Scorsese comment. Hell
Yeah.
Yo. Hell yeah, dude.
Robert Skarsgård.
Who's that?
Another director for no reason.
What do you make?
I don't know. I just know he's a director with a cool ass name. Skarsgård is badass, dude. That would be your fucking Viking name, Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård is the dude who fucking played it in the newer movie, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
No,
I have fucking no idea, dude.
100%, dude. 100%.
The clown?
Yeah, the clown, dude.
Das Clownenheimer. Yo, so what do you think about Fungal? What do you think about this? I came up with Duke Nile. I sent you a Discord message, but you didn't read it. But I was thinking, like, because I'm a white guy, I can't just be an Egyptian. You know what I mean? But I want to have Egyptian themes, so I thought it'd be clever to have my name be loosely, like, related. So, like, you know, Jay Pharaoh or Jax Pharaoh or Duke Nile. I like Duke Nile. And then I can do stuff off that. But when I was thinking of names, I came up with the Great Food Pyramid of Giza.
I still like mine.
Yeah, of course you do. You always like calling me Hippo.
There's so many layers to that it wasn't even just like a fat joke.
I'm
dude.
a body tank with little fucking wiggly ears.
Calling you a Nile hippo is a dope ass idea because, dude,
But that's not gonna be my name.
The most deadly animal in Africa is the fucking hippo.
I asked him if he liked Duke Nile, and he goes, "You should be the fucking hippo."
I said you should be the Nile hippo, dog.
the Nile hippo. What about Nile Croc, dude?
It doesn't work as well, dude.
Because I'm fat. That's the whole point.
It's not the whole point, but it definitely helps more. It helps with the idea.
Yeah, well, check this out.
Well, that's not how that works. Alright? If it worked that way, I'd be fucking way more healthy. Fuck, man.
Dude, I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
The Nile hippo's fire, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say.
No, Duke Nile is the Duke Nile hippo.
The Nile hippo's
The
your
Duke
nickname,
Nile
dog.
hippo, dude.
The Nile hippo's your nickname, cuz.
No, I refuse to be the hippo. I don't like hippos.
Why?
Because there's this one time when I was playing the Hungry Hungry Hippo at a party, right?
What's that got to do with actual hippos?
Well, the game's made after actual hippo.
Okay, go ahead. Whatever. I can see what.
So there was a game called the Hungry Hungry Hippo.
Oh, yeah, I know about it. Everybody fucking was born in the 90s knows about hungry fucking hippos, dude.
He's so mad I don't want to be a hippo.
Yeah, actually.
Dude, it's
a
okay.
sweet nickname, dude.
Cool.
It's a sweet nickname.
Cool, man.
I could be a Siberian samurai, dude.
The Siberian Samurai?
Yeah.
And you'd wear a saber-tooth helmet? That'd be sick.
That'd be dope.
Like the Power Ranger bitch?
That would be pretty hard.
Yeah. Dude, you just come out in a Power Ranger suit? The saber-tooth tiger one?
Yeah, yo! That'd be so
And
fire.
you start beating up the women's division at first because everybody's like, holy shit, it's the chick Asian Power Ranger. And then one day you have a face reveal and you're like, ah!
Full-blown heel.
You're gonna be the first person to be the women's champion and then the United States champion. Hold on, I gotta look up the Power Ranger saber-tooth tiger helmet.
Fuck, dude. Runeset is the Egyptian god of food. What a dick.
Yeah, okay, pull this up. You show up in this makeshift ass one right here,
Hell yeah. I can rock with that, cuz.
it'd be like, damn, that lady got the most masculine lips. You can't pull it down. That's what they say about you on Twitter after your first your first appearance. They're like, damn, that chick got way masculine lips, dog.
We think it's Rhea Ripley for real.
Renitet is the yeah. The Egyptian god of food. I am that dude. Don't forget Newt, dude. Earthquakes, eclipses, and thunderstorms. Hell yeah. Shout out Nut.
I like the nut.
Dude, when you nut, it's one of those three, dude. It's either an earthquake, an eclipse, or a thunderstorm, dude.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, dude.
Did we ever talk about? I thought we were gonna talk about.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah. We did the American Pie, bitch. I
Yeah.
We kind of blew right past it.
And then we talked about traffic.
Uncle's a dickhead, dog.
You could do 2 out of those 3 things. Well, you don't think I can eclipse, dude? Or do you think I can't earthquake or thunderstorm? I could definitely earthquake. Earthquake.
Yeah.
Thunderstorm? What are you talking about, dude? I'm always brainstorming. That's the same thing, right? Isn't your brain just electrical impulses? What is lightning? It's electricity, right?
Aren't we just a collection of single-celled organisms that like make a multi-celled organism work?
Yeah, but I'm an elephant-sized amoeba. What do you think about that?
I don't like to think about it.
I don't like thinking about elephant-sized amoebas.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie would go crazy. Osmosis Jones or a Magic School Bus episode where they run into an elephant-sized amoeba.
Yeah.
I got in trouble in school because of elephant-sized amoebas. So I was thinking jokes like that, like how funny it would be in those types of scenarios to come across like an elephant-sized one. And I was talking to my friend Ryan. He was sitting next to me, and the teacher goes, "What's so funny? Why are you guys laughing?" And I just said elephant-sized amoebas. And he goes, "Get out."
I got in trouble because I figured out how to play Virginia Tech Rampage on Newgrounds in school.
I got in-school suspension for stealing a teacher's 35-pound rock.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
After I told him, "Hey, I'm taking this rock." So it was a 35-pound rock. It was a geode of some sort. He was super proud of it. He was like, "I got this for Christmas." Ah! You know, fucking nerd shit, right?
Yeah.
And he had it on the counter. And one day I just picked it up and I had it in my hand like this. And I was like, "Yo, Mr. Kribel, taking your rock, bro." And he goes, okay. And then he continues what he was doing. So I went and I put it in my locker. It was like, let's see how long it takes him to notice. Well, it took him all day. And then he started asking around, and people were like, "Yeah, Josh has it." And instead of just calling me to his room and being like, "Where's my rock?" And I would have brought it with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He gets the fucking security officer from the school
Game move.
to bring me to the office and be like, where did you put the stolen item? And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's a gay move, brother.
Like, come on, big ass pussy boy.
This world's fucking depressing, dude.
You think it's depressing, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, it's clearly depressing for David Wilcock.
Who the fuck's that?
He's one of the guys from Ancient Aliens. He was in a police standoff. Killed himself.
What?
Yeah.
It's always thought the motherfucker with the crazy hair.
No, that's Giorgio Tsoupalos.
I remember I got in trouble in school for screaming, "Black people deserve rights." And he said, "Be quiet." And I said, "What? You think black people don't deserve rights?" And he set me outside. That would, dude, the way I would have laughed so hard at that.
The Hollywood activist he is.
The way I would have laughed at that so hard, dude.
My friend, I just remember this. My one friend got suspended for 10 days because he thought it would be like we both had the similar sense of humor. And he did not realize the teacher was like right next to him. And he leans up to me and he goes, "You think them Nazi soldiers was fucking them Jewish bitches? I would." And the teacher goes, "What you say?" He goes, "No, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing."
That's actually I remember one time, dude, I was a senior, all right? Well, senior, junior, we talked about that situation. I had to take 11th and 12th grade English at the same time.
He was a junior, but people were calling him daddy. That's what it is.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Senior, junior year, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Junior in the class, senior in the ass, dude. It's what it is.
I had a friend who was a 5-year freshman. We called him the Frenior.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But anyways, the one English teacher for fucking 12th grade, dude. There's this girl in the class, pretty obnoxious in my opinion at that point, but I honestly like thinking back to some of that shit. It was funny as fuck. This teacher was very flamboyant, alright?
Hell yeah.
This girl would always fuck with him, man. And the one time, she grabbed his, like, bag that he always carried, like, around, like, his laptop bag, briefcase, whatever the fuck you want to call it, cuz. And just went and sat at her desk, opened it up, and started going through, and he goes, "Just give me my bag back. Just give me my bag back." Like, she goes, "No, I'm not giving it to you." All right. Bro, he goes to grab it. She snatches it back, gets up, and runs out the fucking class, dude. And this teacher chased her, bro, up and down the hallway for like 5 minutes, dog. It was the funniest shit I ever seen. There's some black on black violence, though, sadly.
Okay. So, I had a teacher who was a female, but looked like Howard Stern.
I would.
Okay? Did she get body slammed?
Nah, dude. She like took the bag, set it by the door, and then took off running out the fucking like.
Yeah,
down the hall.
I love how my man didn't even notice I made him a VIP of the channel.
I don't think you get notification of that, really.
No, but
it gets like a little
right,
tag. Yeah,
it's right there.
yeah. That's not really all that noticeable unless you're looking for it, cuz.
Can I change the color of this motherfucker? Because pink's gay.
Probably not, bro. Wait, what? It's not really anything crazy. It just means that you're always in this bitch.
It means that you're like when in like 7 months when we have like 100 people in here talking, yours will be easier to see.
Yeah, you'll stick out, dog. You'll be marked as one of the OGs, cuz.
OG shit. The fuck was I saying? Oh, so I had a female teacher who looked like Howard Stern. Okay?
Yeah.
And she was what you would call libbed up.
Lived up.
Okay, now this is hindsight. When I was in school, I didn't know about, politics all that much. I was poor and homeless and didn't give a shit about the world. I was like, where am I eating and sleeping tonight? You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So I didn't know about liberal and conservative and shit back then. So, but looking back on it, super lib, okay? And there was this racist kid in our class, and he was just openly racist, okay? And one day we're learning about something, and she pulls out this article from 2000 or 1999 that says the last 3 main hubs of the KKK, and it said Taylorstown was one of the 3, okay? And Taylorstown is the town next to where I went to school.
Right next to the school, dude.
Okay?
Now, chat, let me describe this place to you as somebody who kind of grew up, like, in one of the cities around here, whereas Josh grew up, like, in the country, in my opinion.
Yep.
All right? I would describe this place as fields,
Yup.
woods,
Uh-huh.
with a little pepper in the houses here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And then roads that, like, are designed like cattle trails. So, it's pretty lit.
Accurate as fuck. Small little town store that would trade, like, they would trade eggs and shit. Like, it was crazy. It was like I was living in two different worlds. Like, I'd drive 20 miles and everybody would be fucking in, like, newer cars, fucking have cell phones and shit. Like, kids in my school had, the newest touchscreen iPods and shit. Yeah. And then I'd go home to my small town, and my neighbors were just like, "Oh, I just got a new 1993 tractor. Oh, it's super exciting." My grandma still had a fucking rotary phone and a black and white TV. Yeah. It was I was living in two worlds, dude. And anyway, so my teacher super lived up, and she gets on this thing about Taylorstown is a hub of racism. And then this one guy goes, "Yeah, but what's wrong with it?"
That's what you should say. Hell yeah.
She goes, blah, 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 blah. I don't remember her exact response. And he goes, "I don't know. It just don't seem right to me." And she goes, "Well, I'll have you know, I was engaged to a black man once." And he's like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, we met at church." And then he, with a straight face, goes, "Nuh-uh, ain't no such thing as a black Christian." And she almost pulled her hair out and ran out of the room. There's 20 minutes left of class. The office secretary.
What type of racist was him? Typical fucking backwoods.
Yeah. Like their only representation of what black people are from gangster movies and rap.
Hell yeah.
So they're just like, "They're ruining the country and shit, man. It's unbelievable. They're violent. You know, I read a statistic once. Maybe I heard it from, maybe my peepaw told it. I don't know. But there's a statistic out there that people talk about sometimes.
Where, incest, baby, is accurate as fuck, bro.
And like sometimes they talk about this statistic where it's like
it's borderline West Virginia, and I don't know if you know anything about like states in the United States, but like West Virginia, Alabama, pretty damn close for like levels of incest.
Yeah, but those are the mountain people. We don't really fuck with the mountain.
Alabama ain't mountains.
No, but that's swamp shit.
Fair.
You notice that it's the rough terrain where people can't get together easy, and they're like, "Well, my cousin's right here.
I ain't got to hop on the boat to fuck my cousin."
So you're telling me I can either fucking travel across 4,000 gators to go to the next town and hope some girl likes my broken teeth and my alcoholism and the way my hair looks like?
My sister's sitting right there ripping and ready to go.
Well, I didn't do my sister, but like my uncle has a daughter.
Oh.
My uncle has a daughter. And like she kind of cute. But
she 3 houses down. My sister's right there.
Well, I'll go 3 houses. It's the fucking traveling the swamp, the gators. There's fucking poisonous snakes out here. Don't even get me started on the skaters. These fucking skaters eat you alive.
There's a skater on my Peter, whack it off.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then West Virginia's just like, what, I have to travel over a mountain to get to the next fucking not related bitch?
Everywhere.
Fuck off.
Everywhere in West Virginia is a fucking mountain.
Yeah, it's literally, it should just be called West Mountain.
It should just be called Mountain India.
Well, my favorite thing is that the song that they
Country Road.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not even talking about the state of West Virginia. He's talking about where the mountains start on the west of the state of Virginia.
No way.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
How do you know this?
Because I know useless facts for no reason.
That one I feel like is enough.
Was the song Country Roads originally about the state West Virginia? I won't even give it the option of what I said. No. Take Me Home Country Roads was not originally written about West Virginia. We're inspired by the Copper Road in Maryland, which is basically the west side of Virginia.
No. We considered setting it in Massachusetts. That's so far off! Well, Massachusetts.
Maryland is next to Virginia, though.
Oh, why does it say Massachusetts? What? Considering, considered setting it in Massachusetts. Okay. It was okay. I get now. Okay, it's about Copper Road in Maryland, but it was he was thinking about. Okay. I want to see one of those types of racists having a deep conversation with Hank Green. Who the fuck's Hank Green?
I think he's the guy who interviews racists.
Hell yeah.
The black guy who interviews racists is like, what's wrong with me, man? Like, why do you hate me? You don't even know me, man. Dude, all I want.
I heard black people were really scared of chainsaws for some reason. I don't know. I never understood that.
Hank Green is a super smart black guy. Hell yeah.
How do you unsubscribe somebody?
What do you mean?
I'm just fucking around.
Well, how you know super smart black? Wait, what? That's gotta be no. Oh, I guess they can do cloning and shit.
So, dude, another great moment was I went to a primarily black school. All right,
Yeah.
fucking white teacher. Okay, is one of the black kids in my class. They were like, "Yo, what's up, my?" You know what I mean? To another one. The white teacher turns around and says, "You can't say that in my class." And the black kid just sat there trying to get him to. He's like, "Say what? What word are you talking about? What's up?" Dude's like, "No, you know what I'm talking about." Just kept, bro. That kid rage baited that teacher so fucking hard. It was so great. Just trying to get him to say it the whole time. We're with NASA and shit. I don't know who shit is. I don't know what acronym that is. But NASA,
You know, NASA was started by the Nazis.
Actually, it wasn't started by Nazis. Operation Paperclip just happened to get the scientists to help, do the work. From Nazi sources.
NASA's success is from the Nazis.
I wonder if there's like a little secret sect of Nazis, like, in government. Just the Jews are winning right now, obviously.
Well, there's Jew Nazis, which is
How does that...
that's a dumb hanger right there.
Hey, Bixby. Hey, Bixby. Any other time whenever I want you to listen, want you to not listen to your shit there.
Bitch B, tripping.
B. All right. Look, Google how does fucking Nazi fucking Jew work, dude.
I'll tell you how it works.
You hate yourself. You sit there and just cut your wrist.
No. See, you don't understand. The Nazis is a gun, and the gun just happened to be pointed at the Jews that time. The gun of Nazism is based around some principles, and it's not just fuck the Jews. That was just what it turned into for propaganda.
Who's fucking up the economy, though?
Well, it's up for debate.
Well, I mean, that's what it was blamed. That's what they were blamed on last time. We're going to have this happen again. Who's it getting blamed on?
Well, there's a few nuanced answers, but I'll give you the fun one.
Any war updates that you can give me that are interesting?
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool what's going on, dude.
Yeah, I'd love to know. Actually, I'm bored. I haven't checked like war updates in a while.
RFK Jr. is definitely at least a little Nazi. I mean, at the correspondence shooting, he did not flinch. Have you seen it?
No, I did not see that clip of him.
Bro, RFKJ is sitting there, and then the shots go off, and he just goes. Doesn't flinch.
You know why though?
Because he's like, it's my time.
No, my man's probably like, well, I know I'm not a target. Like I know who they're targeting.
They're not going to go 3 for 3 on Kennedy's, are they?
Oh, dude, that'd be insane. But dude, literally,
that shit was definitely staged. Yeah, no shit, dude. The only way. No, I got this. The only way this story that they told makes any sense is if this dude.
I haven't heard any updates other than the original.
Okay, well, I'll tell you the official story they're giving right now.
Okay, let's hear the story.
This guy's a lunatic radical who thinks that the government's ran by pedophile, corrupt warmongers. Okay, time out.
Go ahead.
This is the story they're telling. And this guy's just so unhinged. And he came in there. And he was so unhinged that he just started letting off early before he even got anywhere near the president. Okay? He's in a different room down the hall. So the only way that this story makes sense is if this dude was injecting unbelievable amounts of acid directly into his veins and watching John Wick nonstop for 2 years. Okay? Because there's no way you go to the Correspondence Dinner, which is a secret service catered event, and go multiple rooms away and go, with my single handgun, I will get and kill the president. They keep calling it an assassination attempt. Is this guy John fucking Wick?
Did he didn't even make it into the room?
He didn't make it out of the room he started in.
Yeah.
They were in rooms. That's why RFK didn't flinch. He's like, I know guns.
I know guns. That gun's at least 3 rooms away.
You know what I mean? Like, he didn't flinch.
That's a 9mm. It doesn't have the penetration to get through the walls.
Yeah, well, he literally bought the Correspondence Dinner was at a hotel. A hotel that I know that I could get a reservation at if I had money. Yeah. There's no qualifications. He just got a reservation before the dinner and stayed in his room the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And then came downstairs and was like, I got a gun, I'm Secret Service or whatever the fuck.
Gotta be real here. It's not beyond the realm of possibility that somebody is that fucking deranged.
No, it's not.
And given all the shit going on with the Epstein files and some of the shit that has been just like propagandized on that, you know what I mean? I'm sure that didn't help anything either. Plus, if you think back a couple of years, you know, the whole fucking thing whenever fucking QAnon was like, yeah, they're fucking sacrificing babies and getting them all riled up so they can drink adrenochrome and shit, you know what I mean? So, like...
Yeah, but it's also just as easily as they would ramp that up to somebody and then let him get into that situation to do it, you know what I mean? Like, the FBI has no problem being like, you guys don't understand, we stop hundreds of attacks a year before they even start. Maybe they just happen to let one slip through the cracks. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, do I 100% think that it's like, you know, that there is probably some sort of involvement?
This is how I'll know for a fact. I'll know for a fact it's a false flag is if they come out and they're like, this guy was a trans or a furry. And then
it's a wrap, yeah.
And then I'm gonna start calling them false fags.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they keep sending in furry gay people to do their bidding. And it's kind of weird.
Yeah, dude, even the guy that fucking shot fucking Charlie Kirk, it was like...
Yeah, and a furry boyfriend.
No, trans, I thought.
Trans furry. They're mixing them together, dude. It's like a fucking soup kitchen.
Actually, Fungal, I think, just mentioned that. But, dude, yeah, no, I mean, like... Well, I will say, he was right-leaning originally, they were saying, so, like... A man who obviously had experience with guns. He's the only one that hit.
The guy that shot Charlie Kirk, okay, don't say this to Jim. Jim will punch you. Why? Because Jim knows for a fact that Charlie Kirk was not shot by that guy. He was shot by a guy in the floor.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The thing that actually kind of fucks with me is with that shot and how it hits. With that shot and how it hits, dude, like, you would expect a hole to be bigger if it's a rifle from a distance because the bullet and then the fucking force behind it, it would actually expand more.
Yeah, there's a reason they said that Charlie Kirk had an exceptional neck and God protect the people behind him.
No, this was this is a subsonic round that hit.
No, but what I'm saying is they're already coming up with their magic bullet theory because there are people like you were saying that.
That's a subsonic
and they're like,
round.
Well, God gave Charlie the strong neck to protect the people behind him, don't you know?
Yeah, dude, it's a subsonic round that hits his fucking neck. That was not the gun that shot and hit him. I will say that much. The gun that they're saying he shot from is not subsonic.
Jim swears to God that he has a video that he can't send me because it won't let him send it, but he has a video.
Bring it here and show us then. Like, what are we doing here?
Okay, he's posted on TikTok. He made a fresh TikTok account, sent me the link, posted it after I already had the link. I'm refreshing his page. It pops up, a video got posted. I go to click on it, it goes unavailable. And Jim goes, I told you they won't let me fucking post this anywhere. He tried to send it to me in Messenger and just kept saying failed. Okay? So he has this video, he swears it's legitimate, where it's a up and from behind thing where you can see a little flap in the floor in front of Charlie open and then a flash.
Well, there was like underground fucking staging and shit from there, from what I understand. So
yeah, and then they fucking did you know this?
They closed it off and all that shit afterwards. Yeah.
And then they remodeled it
Yeah.
within days.
Yes. That's
Within
insane.
days.
You guys changed an entire crime scene within days.
Which
bro.
means two things. Either
It's a cover-up, I will say that.
well, that means it's premeditated because their defense for why it isn't weird is because they were like, we scheduled that a month in advance. And if we would have rescheduled it, it wouldn't have been done in time for whatever event we're not going to have next. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird that, like, so either it was planned a month in advance or it was a weird coincidence. And, you know, maybe I'm putting the JFK spin on it, but it seems...
You know what? And a month before that, that's whenever Charlie started saying all the like,
Yeah.
anti-Israel shit. That is a little odd.
And he had all of his events planned way before that. So basically, they found a city with a crazy guy that they were going to fucking convince to do it. And then they were like, let's put a real hitter there because the guy failed us in fucking Butler.
But yeah, no, 100%. That, like, with how it was a pinhole...
Neil!
With how it was a pinhole and the blood shot out, that's a subsonic round. That's not a straight up fucking... There's going to be a lot more damage than that from a fucking hunting rifle.
Well, now the FBI's admitting that the shell casing doesn't match the rifle that they found.
Yeah, I mean, just like they fucking said, there's nothing that can be charged criminally in the Epstein files. But yeah, there's thousands of things.
Guys, I figured it out. Charlie was a gay trans furry who was silenced by the FBI.
Female pussy inspectors. Hell yeah.
What? Furry pregnant investigators? He got a furry pregnant. And that's why Erica Kirk's out here acting out. My husband was a fucking furry. Oh, I'll show you. I'm about to go fucking shake my tits and shit.
So, you know, one thing that I did think was kind of crazy, and like, I think they swept that under the rug so fucking
And
quick.
Tom McDonald was his boyfriend.
I think they swept it under the rug so quick because it had the sympathy factor to it. But the Christchurch mosque shootings, that was a psyop, dog.
Which one's that?
One where dude like goes and like fucking straps a GoPro onto himself and like live streams it, like he puts it as like a Call of Duty title. He says he's playing Call of Duty and then walks into like 3 different mosques in New Zealand and just like fucking guns them down. Yeah, that was like a psyop, dude. That had to
If I die in a week, you know what happened to me?
Tom McDonald was his boyfriend. That's funny as shit.
Dude, I can't believe how many, like, Erica Kirk fucked up, dude. She should have took time off. Because, you know, she was at the correspondence dinner and there's a video going viral of her crying and, like, 2 dudes escorting her away. And she goes, I just want to go home. And then somebody just put that clip up and then just titled it, Bitch, you ain't been home since your husband was shot. Shut up.
Yeah.
And that shit's got millions of likes.
Oh my god, bro.
Bitch should have went home when her husband got shot.
Woo! People were fucking savage on the internet.
Yeah,
bro.
well, I mean, you know,
I mean, I get it. It's true.
my favorite thing is, like, Jake Paul tried to get on the Drewski thing. So Drewski did the white face and everybody was like, oh, is it racist? Is it not? And then so Jake Paul does Drewski and then Drewski, like, says something like, bro, what the fuck, you know? And then everybody's like, oh, what, is it not okay for him to do a Drewski? And then nobody talked about it the day after. And I'm like, exactly.
But didn't Drewski, like, go ahead and, like, dress up like Jake Paul, too?
I don't
I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure he did.
Erica Kirk should make a diss track on Drewski.
It'd be so fucking hilarious to hear. He could sign her to Could Have Been Records.
I just don't think, no. Her and Meg Thee Stallion?
I'll let somebody at the pizza shop know what your weakness is. I told him about Megan the knees, dog.
Cool. You don't need to talk about me at the pizza shop, dog. I'm an enigma there. I like to keep it that way.
The one dude's cool, though.
Yeah, Daddy's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
Daddy's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm a mystery.
No.
Let's keep it that way.
He said I'm an enigma. Like my husband, I'm coming for your throat is a crazy fucking bar that she could say.
And then Drewski will just respond, but he came in your throat. Hell yeah. We know you was sucking that conservative cock. Hey. We know you was Bible boning, bitch.
Bible boning. Dude, I don't know why, but it just made me think of the Mormon thing, fucking soaking.
Soaking?
You know what that is?
Yeah.
It did. Whenever you want to have sex, but you just want to have like the Kool-Aid version of
So
sex.
I would have been the cool friend that got underneath the bed and started using my legs to push up and down. I'd have been that guy. I'd have been like, yo, go soak, dog. I got you.
So like,
Earthquake! Oh no!
is it wrong though? Like, say like you get turned on while you're doing the fucking act of like kicking the bed, dude. Like, can you beat it?
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. That's weird. I'm just looking at the underbelly of a mattress. What the fuck?
You ain't got an imagination.
Not in the underbelly of a mattress.
As long as dude keeps his mouth shut, I'm in there, dude.
But I do have a question.
What's up?
If Mormon, let's say Mormon's religion is real, right? And you're not supposed to be doing that, but soaking is okay. But what if an earthquake happens?
Just been praying for a fucking earthquake.
Did Earth sin or did you? That's the question.
The earth definitely had sinned.
Now, what if you soak on an airplane during turbulence? Let's find all the Mormon loopholes.
All the Mormon loopholes.
So let's say you're a rich Mormon, you buy a private jet, and you're like, I'm gonna soak, but then you also tip the plane driver, be like, you know, hit a couple wind streams if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that against? Josh would be a great white rapper. I've got some bars. I'd be unserious. I'd be like Little Dicky. You could call me medium cocky.
Call him high C.
I don't
T's
want
for
to be.
cholesterol.
No, C is for comedy. I'm the king of calories, dude.
King of calories, dude.
Yeah, dude. KC for life. And
I can play guitar. That's about all I can do, dude. Got this?
It's easier for here.
Oh, yeah, I'm not in the fucking mod view. Never mind. Yeah, I can play guitar. I don't sing. Never gonna sing. I'm not a singer.
I'm never gonna give you up. Never gonna take you down.
Hell yeah. I agree with the MGK statement.
You're MGK?
No, but I just agree MGK is not good at any genre of music.
Yeah, and he's saying you'd be the MGK of any genre. Which means you would not be good at any genre.
That's why I don't do music.
You heard it here first, chat.
I mean,
He knows his weakness.
knowing your lane's like a huge thing in life.
That's why I never released those songs, dude. I'll do the comedy Christmas album. That's about it.
Slightly healthier version of MGK. Yeah, I'm dollar store fucking Dollar Tree MGK, dude. What's good?
At least you're not the Timu Tubi version of Johnny Cage.
You're all gonna be my suicide note, chat.
Ain't nobody reading that.
No shit. No shit, dude. I wouldn't even fucking read it.
Like, if they offered it to me, if they were like, yo, Sam killed himself and he left a note and you're in it, you want to read it? Be like, the fuck no.
Say hell no.
Fuck that guy.
I want to have that on my
Leave
phone.
and put me in a precarious situation where I gotta read. This is Schrodinger's
You think
bullshit.
I can fucking read, bro?
This is Schrodinger's bullshit. Either I'm gonna be sad or I'm gonna be mad. There's no happy here. The fuck am I reading this shit for? I'm either gonna be pissed off because he's gonna blame me and I'm gonna be like, man, fuck you, dog. Or I'm gonna be sad because it's gonna be heartfelt and I'm gonna be like, why didn't you just say that, dumbass? You know what I mean? Either way,
I tried, man.
Either way, I'm gonna be unhappy. So why the fuck would I read it? I'll write my own in my head for you. Josh, I thought there'd be bigger booties for me to conquer in the sky.
What if you read it? It was that note.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with you at all. And as a matter of fact,
I just fucking hate it.
I think you should join me because there's probably booties for you in the sky as well.
you can get skinny here, Josh.
I think
Ben Shapiro can do a rap song anyway.
Well, that's why you got to take the stairway to heaven, so you lose all the weight, so you can fuck the hot bitches in heaven. Because ugly girls don't go to heaven. Put that on a tombstone. It don't matter what
But
you
what
do.
if they go to heaven and become baddies?
What is this, a fucking movie from the 90s? Oh, put her hair in a ponytail, put glasses on her. She's ugly now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shut
dude.
the fuck up. I'm talking Lizzo ass bitches. Even skinny Lizzo looks like a fucking, you know what I mean? Like a scary
I
blob.
haven't seen Skinny Lizzo.
Well, it's not great. Like, there's no choice for me to ever get skinny. I either have to get ripped or just embrace the fat.
Yeah, it's not much better.
No. Why would it be?
Yeah.
All baddies go to heaven, much like dogs. Yes! Bad bitches go to heaven.
I bet you this much, though. If she stops her Ozempic, she's going to rate back up to that weight, though.
You know what's crazy? Skinny bitches doing Ozempic because they don't want to do the work that they put in. So now Margot Robbie looks like Skeletor, dude. It's so depressing. Her and Ariana Grande were naturally so pretty, but apparently Margot Robbie was like, well, I don't want to work out fucking 8 days a week to stay hot in my 40s, so I'll take Ozempic. And then Ozempic just, like, she looks like she got Shao Tsung, dude. Like, Shao Tsung was just like,
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung, hey, I'm gonna suck you up.
Jesus. Dog, All Dogs Go to Heaven was such a fucking traumatic childhood movie.
Bro. And I loved it.
Yeah, I know. It's so fucked up. Dude, listen, no, okay. So I'm riding home today.
Hold on. I gotta say something really sad, and then you can cheer me up. Okay.
Oh, no, I was gonna cheer you up. It's gonna be like, dude, it's kind of fucking crazy. But go ahead.
Okay. All Dogs Go to Heaven was kind of better than my childhood because at least there was love involved. Just go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
You want to mute and talk about this real quick?
Not really.
Dog?
Not really, but
Holy
I just thought about how I felt about All Dogs Go to Heaven back then, and I was like, but they love each other. That's so cool.
Jennifer Aniston better not get on Ozempic.
Jennifer Aniston is 60 years old.
And still fine.
Jennifer Lopez is a mutant.
Okay?
It don't make sense. She's 55. Bad as hell still.
Yeah? The same thing with Jennifer Aniston.
I've been washed since 18.
Hillary Duff better not get on that Ozempic, dog. I swear to God.
I think she like works out with her NHL husband. I think she's okay.
I hope so. Hillary Duff.
A couple that works out together.
Never get on fucking Ozempic, please.
As Aaron Rodgers once said, a couple that works out together fucks together.
Good.
Pat McAfee asked him, he was like, so what are your thoughts about staying in shape? He's like, part of the reason why I want to keep playing football is because I want my wife to want to fuck me. He's like, football shape is the best shape I'm going to be in because I have to be.
What a G.
And he goes, my wife wants to fuck me like this, so I kind of want to stay like this.
What a fucking G.
He's like, it's not about the Super Bowl, it's about the super head. You know what I mean? It's about the super box.
Ice Spice Room, the only thing she had going for her.
Ice Spice is on it now too. I just saw Ice Spice in a commercial looking bad as hell. What are you talking about?
Oh, shit. Hey, yo.
The last speech that Burt Reynolds' dog gives to the little girl was recorded after her father had killed her IRL.
What the fuck? Dude, now you just made it even fucking worse. That movie's so much worse now.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
That's
dude.
10 times worse than knowing that song by Uncle Iroh.
Well, you know, Ducky from fucking Land Before Time died because her dad beat the shit out of her.
Good.
Right? The fuck is wrong? Why are you hating on Ducky, dude?
Because Ducky was always causing problems.
No, dude, it was like the very first Land Before Time, the OG one.
Oh, so okay.
Like the very, very first one.
The one where she was just friends with Spike.
Yeah.
Well, then that sucks.
Yeah, it was the one after.
So
that
replacement Ducky
was
sucks.
annoying. Yeah.
Okay, replacement Ducky can suck my dick.
Yeah, she got like beat to death by her dad or something, dude.
All dogs go to heaven.
Sad as fuck.
And everybody wants to take Up is so sad. You have, old person
is
died.
sad.
Fucking grow up.
Sad, but like, yeah.
Oh, an old person died. Fucking get over it. You know what I mean?
Dude, saddest movies ever. Fucking hands down. Fucking Where the Red Fern Grows.
Facts. You'll talk about Dan and Lil Ann.
About time you remember the fucking names, big dog.
I've always remembered. Yo, forget Big Dan and Lil Ann.
Old Dan Lil Ann.
Big Dan to me.
It's old Dan.
It's Big Dan to me.
Fuck, all dogs go to heaven.
Yeah.
And then Old Yeller Dog. Strangely enough, all three of my sad movies are dog movies. I don't give a fuck.
Homeward Bound, dog.
Actually, you want to know one that made me super stressed?
If you stopped watching Homeward Bound 5 minutes before the end of the movie, super sad. Which happened to me the first time I watched it. Because I watched it on a VHS tape.
Marley and me, bro, we ain't even going to talk about that fucking movie.
Never watched it.
You want to know another one that's fucked up? A Dog's Purpose.
Dude, another one that's fucked up is Garfield. He didn't get the lasagna. As a fat kid, I know how hard that must have been. To just want lasagna and not get it. I'm joking. I'm joking, obviously.
Nah, bro. Nah. Whenever the kid said, Yeller's my dog, I'll do it, dog, that shit hits hard. It's like, oh, dude, she's gonna shoot his own dog, bro.
It's better than the FBI doing it.
I mean, nah, real shit, bro. If your dog had rabies, would you be able to put that shit down, cuz? Go out there and just kabang him right in the dome piece?
If I thought that he was suffering, yeah.
Oh, yeah, if he's suffering, it's a wrap, cuz.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. No, dog shooting is the ATF shtick. Local police like to do it too, but yeah. I'm not talking about our local police, just like local police in general.
Do you remember? I don't know why I just randomly had this memory. Do you remember in COVID when there was this random video going viral of like a pet store that got raided by the police for being open or whatever, and then they killed like a $40,000 snake?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. I don't know whatever happened.
And then the guy starts crying and he's like, that was my life savings in a snake.
That's insane, honestly.
He's like, because I have 2 of them. They're super rare. They're going to breed and I'm going to be able to sell the eggs for $10,000 a piece.
Yeah.
And now he's just got a dead $40,000 snake.
That's why you put an insurance policy on your $40,000 snake.
Oh, no, I'm going to the police station like in every fucking Law and Order SVU episode.
I'm going to every fucking goddamn news station, bro. Until I get attention on this shit.
Whenever a guy gets fucking pissed off in like a detective show, he goes to the fucking police station, he's like, I'm not leaving here! They fucking killed my daughter! You know what I mean? It's like, which one of you fuckers is buying me a snake?
Sitting there gunned up fucking,
Yeah.
who's paying $40,000? And actually, you know what's even better? I'm pretty sure in order to figure out the like sex of a snake, if it's male or female, fucking my man would probably be like I'd be like, if I was the snake owner, just to be a dick, I'd be like, dude, I don't know if it was the male or female y'all killed, so whoever's buying it gotta go in and stick its finger up its ass to figure out what it is.
They send the newest recruit, so it's his first week on the job as a cop. They're like, you gotta put your finger in the ass of a snake. What? I thought I was just gonna be dealing with homeless people.
Yeah. Dude, they told me I'd be writing fucking parking tickets.
Well,
Now
here, watch this YouTube video on how to tell the sex of a snake, and get in there and figure it out, boy.
We'll see you in
This is
10 minutes.
This you're saving the department $20,000 if it's the male.
Yeah. Think of all the guns we'll get, boy.
Think of how many more grenades you get to strap to your SWAT uniform that we never get to use.
The next time that somebody swats a fucking Twitch streamer, guess what? You get to look a little bit more badass. You get an extra grenade on the pouch.
Dude, my favorite thing is that big cities have SWAT teams and shit that have, like, equipment that would make countries like Lithuania rock hard.
Yeah.
Like if
Dude, and here's the best part about most of that. Most of the time, our federal government's like, well, this is just old military technology. Which one of you police stations want this?
yeah, which one of you guys got extra excess tax money?
Florida?
No.
You're pretty good.
Okay, we'll paint it black, and instead of Army all written on the side, we'll write SWAT.
Yeah.
We like minimal letters.
Ignore the fact that it's just an old Abrams tank. All right? The gun is still functional, but we have replaced it with a battering ram.
Dude, if terrorists were smart, now this is probably gonna get me fucked up. If terrorists were smart, they would, before they would start doing bombs, they would infiltrate and get their people hired as the bomb defusers. You know the SWAT team dudes that defuse the bombs?
Exactly. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, no. Oh, this one's crazy. This one's crazy, my friend.
I've never seen
My friend, this is so advanced, my friend. There's a blue wire, there's a red wire, there's a black wire. There's normally only 2 wires, 50-50 chance. We're talking 33% chance. And I'm confused because one wire goes this way and then it's looped around like this. And I think it might change colors. Oh my God, 30 seconds. Everybody get it back.
Dude, the guy just walks up and realistically it's just a fucking little sticky note that says, hey, it's us. It's like 3 wires that are just all connected.
And then he just sits down and he goes, Hello, Akbar. Oh no. I did not know today was going to be the day. I have to look something up real quick, my friends. Yes, honey, I will not be home. No, not just for dinner. Never. It is time. I am a sleeper agent. It is time for me to wake up to the heavens. No, I will think of you with every one of the virgins. I promise.
Well, it's actually, dude, like, infiltration is one of, like, our fucking government's, like, biggest fears. That's one of the ways that they think that we can actually be taken down. But I'm sure there's, like, gotta be.
Yeah, but state-sponsored SWAT teams ain't got shit to do with counterterrorism. It's just them being like, which one of you fucking dork nerds is willing to get paid $40,000 a year to defuse bombs?
Who wants to kick doors?
Yeah, which one of you lunatics is willing to get $40,000 a year to fucking put your life on the line every couple of months?
Hey, whenever the neighborhood dad goes crazy because he finds his wife cheating and he decides to shoot everybody, you're going to be the guy that we send in to talk to him, all right? We'll pay you $40,000 a year, and most of the time you're going to be on vacation until those really tense situations.
Yes, of course, good sir. Of course, good sir. See, where I am from, there is bombs every day. You tell me there's bombs a couple days a week? A couple times a month? Just a couple times a year? We're talking about safety through the roof, my friend.
Your fucking accent's somewhere between, like, Arabic and,
it's a Mexican Arabic, dude.
Dude,
I am part drug cartel, part terrorist, my friend.
so fucking weird, dude. It's so fucking weird.
Well, if you ask me, it'd be weirder if I was good at either one of them.
Dude, most of the time they only
The
leave
fact
it...
that I did a flawless incest accent earlier, and I can't do a terrorist accent, it's proof that I'm closer to the incest than the terrorists.
The only time they leave it in the Middle East is whenever they're like, we can't justify the cost that we take to get this back across to the United States. We justified it getting there by, like, saying, yeah, it's wartime, we got to send this object. But getting it back across, we didn't think about that part.
You said it's going to cost $2 million to transport? No. We're using that $2 million to fake a space expedition.
For $2 million, we can fucking build a new one.
The problem is the more we do that, the more there is of that against us when we go back over.
On them. But we have cooler things than what we leave most of the time. Most of the time, we're leaving old shit.
Yeah, the U.S. military leaves equipment in places like a rich person donates to charity. It's a tax write-off.
Yeah, basically.
It's like, oh no, we lost another $100 million in the Middle East. No.
Hey, Big Daddy government, can we have a little bit more funding?
Meanwhile, 3 senators are like, "Oh my God, where'd this $3 million in my bank account come from?" It's like, holy shit, dude! You'd fucking tell one guy that he could keep a fucking Abrams tank in the Middle East, and you get $3 million.
What's this deposit that says defense budget? I'm a senator. It's for $2 million, guys. What the fuck's going on here?
No, realistically, it's not that simple. Because if it was, we would catch him already.
Well, no shit.
It more goes like this.
That's kind of the joke.
Yeah, it more goes like this. The senator signs off. The operation gets canceled. We leave the equipment over there. The military writes it off as a loss. Then they go, we have to reinvest in our military because we lost stuff. So then they buy stuff from Lockheed Martin and all the defense contractors.
Bullshit.
Yeah. And then those contractors come to the senator who signed off on it and go, hey, our stocks are really going to go up this month. Invest.
Yeah.
That's how it fucking goes.
Yeah, that's the roundabout way. Yes, you're not wrong.
Now, if only we could see their emails, but instead I have to read about Jeffrey Epstein talking about grape soda.
My joke was just like fucking simplifying it, to like how it actually equates in a way.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to expand.
Yeah.
Because there's Canadians watching. I need them to know that it's not that corrupt. They actually go through loops.
Yeah, it's not like Liberia or something.
It's not like Romania where Andrew Tate can fucking blackmail and pay off his charges.
You could literally send to their prime minister fucking $5 million in his bank account and be like, for fucking extortion. Cash out the fucking prime minister of Romania $1 million, dude. And just be like, for extortion, dude. That'd be so fucking crazy.
Bro. I don't remember whose joke it was, but some comedian came up with this. And now it's like kind of like in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Like when people say it, but they don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
But it came from a comedian. But it's so true, that's why it got into the zeitgeist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He goes, I just wish politicians were more like NASCAR. See, I like NASCAR.
Oh, the
I know
who
who supports my team.
Yep.
I know which companies are supporting the people I support.
There's just gonna be that one guy off in the back at the fucking Senate that has all these different patches of big companies all over. Doesn't say a word, but everybody's looking to see where he votes at. You know what I mean?
No, my favorite one will be the guy in the back that looks like he only has one little pin from like his aunt. Okay?
But this is the biggest fucking company.
No. And then everybody's like, oh, this guy's natural grassroots. And then like one day somebody just puts in the comment section, why does he always walk exactly parallel to the camera? And it's because on the back of his jersey, it just says Lockheed Martin all across the back. You know what I mean? He's like, they never said I had to put it in the front, and if I never show my back to the camera, nobody knows. It's like a fucking Now You See Me movie. You know how they're getting... he's dodging cameras with his back like it's goddamn a heist.
I'm honestly, okay, you put the Now You See Me movie out there now, and I hate to switch it up this much, but dude, it's honestly kind of like, we're at the point now where somebody could easily pull off a Now You See Me trick just simply using AI, bro. Okay, now think about this, alright? Say you got a bank, and somehow you get into a camera system, alright? And you can record their feed for, let's say, like a week or something, that way you got all the fucking different, like, routines and shit that they might perform, alright? You can have the AI fucking still linked into that fucking live feed, alright? Replicate a feed similar to what it's experienced in, like, what you already fed it, and then also build off of, like, new input, if you build a good enough AI. Fucking feed off of, like, new input to where, like, say if somebody was headed into that room, you could fucking have it happen. Like, either way, you can basically force feed footage into a bank or something like that to make it seem as if it's not being robbed, and at the same time rob it completely blind. Like, we're actually getting to that point with technology.
So that's the Now You See Me version. Now the Oceans version, like Oceans 11 and 12, would be you do that to a bank, but you have the AI make it look like they're being robbed. So all the units in the area go to that one and start treating it like it's being robbed. Meanwhile, you're robbing a different one.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the Ocean's 11 version.
Dude, and have the feed fed to two different fucking cameras.
And then if you're really sophisticated, you have an AI linked in to the cops' comms and stuff like that, where it's recording people's voices.
Well, I mean, scanner radios are a fucking thing. So like you could easily fucking
Yeah.
get
But
the radio
imagine if you had an AI that, like, if one sergeant said too many things, the AI could replicate his voice perfectly and then say something he didn't say, but cut off his communication so he can't say anything else. And then so then everybody else involved, when it comes down to the time for the investigation, everybody's confused. Like, so then it gets bogged down into details. Like, I heard Sergeant this and that say this. And then somebody who wasn't anywhere near that person, has no connection to them, goes, I heard Sergeant what's and what say we should go there.
Yeah,
and meanwhile, it's so obvious that that movement led to the other place being robbed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then everybody's like, well, then fucking Sergeant what's is involved. And he has no involvement, so it sends him in a rat race of bullshit. Yeah. And meanwhile, you're in Cabo getting your dick sucked by a milk chocolate honey queen with billions of dollars. Oh, fuck yeah, AI is going to be great. Dude, oh my God, I'm going to be in Ocean's fucking real. I'm going to be in Ocean's 13 and it's going to be real. Fuck yeah, Vegas, you're fucked. Dude, I'm going to be getting Cabo, getting my dick sucked like a Mai Tai. Bro, oh shit, yeah, dude.
I feel like if I wanted to, I could learn to count cards.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not hard. It's just complicated. Nobody wants to... Everybody thinks it's hard because they sucked at math in high school.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I can count cards, and I'm not even trained in it.
Well, fuck, we're about to go to the casino. Let's go.
See, imagine how good I would have been if I actually known. See, my issue isn't with the math. My issue with knowing how the games work. I thought I was going against all you guys. So I was calculating all your guys' probabilities.
This guy was like, I'm gonna win this shit against y'all. Fuck y'all. I'm taking y'all chips.
Yeah, we went to a casino one night, like 4 or 5 of us, and we started playing blackjack. And I was winning way more than I wasn't winning.
He won 4 hands in a row, I would say.
And I was calculating that I was also playing against them. Had I known I was only playing against the dealer and I could win my money back,
you had more than your money back.
I would have did so well. But I didn't understand the game of blackjack, so I thought I had to have a better hand than everybody at the table. Unbelievable.
It's always you versus the house, dog. Always you versus the house.
I think I figured out how to fix the Iran stuff. Yeah, it's easy, bro.
Nuke it.
It's turn sand into glass. And then we'll have a fucking, you know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Yep.
Listen.
I'm hearing you.
We nuke it. All right?
Time out!
Then we build a fucking theme park on top of it called Six Flags Glassistan.
Okay. Here's my issue with nuking it. Weirdly, the Middle East in question is really close to the pyramids of Giza, and that's what matters to me over there.
Well, there's the Red Sea's in between. It could be good.
Yeah, well, I don't want there to be any interruptions, but it would be cool if we could take over Israel, build like a super high roller coaster where from the roller coaster you could see the pyramids.
Well, I know you've seen this then. They fucking found a second Sphinx, they're pretty sure.
I've been trying to talk about that for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But it just hasn't come up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to derail the vibe with just some shit I'm interested in.
Yeah, well, I've seen that. I guess it's buried underneath the Sphinx that we see.
So we set up a wrestling pay-per-view. It would have 5 matches, and each wrestler would represent Iran
Or the USA.
or the U.S. And in the main event, they team up and beat up Russia and China. I don't think this guy understands Shiite Muslims. Well,
They're very extreme in their beliefs.
they believe their own people screwed them out of being the chosen people.
Oh yeah.
They don't like anybody.
Even other Muslims.
They're like the Nazis who looked at the other Nazis and were like, it's not enough. We should be ruling the universe.
You think the problem stops with the Jews? No.
We have tiger tanks. We should rule the world.
Well, no, they were more like, you think the problem stops with the Jews? Oh, no, no, no. If you don't have blonde hair, blue eyes that weren't born in like a Scandinavian area, die.
Which always made me laugh a little bit. Because it's like, none of the top advisors in his cabinet.
All black hair, fucking Italian looking. Yeah.
It's like if Asian people were like, Jamaicans are the best people that have ever existed.
Japan just rises up. Jamaica!
Japan just starts fighting on behalf of Jamaica. They're the chosen people.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's real weird.
And dude, I'm not. Dude, look, can I say this? This may be the Pearl Harbor in me. Okay.
Okay.
But I don't believe for a second that robot they built is for entertainment purposes only.
Which one?
The giant one. The giant fucking.
Oh, Gundam.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one. They're waiting
There's
for Pacific
no
Rim to happen.
There's no way, bro.
Dude, that thing.
You don't invest that much money in something and not have it be
And then
functional.
once a year it comes out and does this. And then goes back to where it's at. Nah, dude. That thing is waiting.
That thing got rockets in
That
its
thing
fucking
is
hand,
waiting
bro.
for some shit to pop off. It's just pointing at China being like, I wish you would, motherfucker.
I think, if last time I checked, I think Japan has 3, like, ICBM capable fucking missiles. If I'm correct. What if they took 2 of them? And hear me out, bro. What if they had 1 in each fucking hand, bro? Let me see.
Wait a minute. So he's saying it's female wrestlers, all Megan the Stallion level hotness. Yo, chat! Big news. I'm not a home wrecker, so I haven't been talking about Meg the Knees.
Oh,
She's been in a relationship.
0, actually. Japan has 0 ICBMs.
That they acknowledge.
That's
We gotta stop pretending that over the last 20 years people haven't seen the bullshit in the United States and started lying.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause we've been lying.
Yeah.
Why can't they lie? You know what I mean?
How many does the U.S. claim to have now? Because I know it's a lie, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, we have as many as we need. We have enough to destroy the Eastern Hemi. I'm telling you, dude.
So they're claiming, as of early 2026, the United States maintains 400 ICBMs, which are all LGM 30G Minuteman III models. Hey, here's where I know they're lying.
What?
Now, keep in mind, we also have nuclear submarines that are all over the fucking world. All right, that we don't know where they're at all anytime. Nobody does except for like 3 people. In addition to the 400 deployed, the Air Force keeps roughly 500 total silos with 50 warm, non-deployed silos available to load missiles from storage if necessary. So we have 550 silos, that can fire, but only 400 missiles. My fucking ass. On top of all the fucking submarines and shit. My fucking ass.
Now
bro.
that's nuclear?
That's just ICBMs.
Yeah, you see, that's why we only have 400. Because we're like, if we're needing more than 400 ICBMs, we're going nukes, dude.
Dude, listen, though. I feel like they're like, it's not an ICBM if it can't reach, like, XYZ. You know what I mean? So they're probably like, it can't reach Nigeria. It's not an ICBM.
Okay, now we need to address, before we get into this Iron Sheik controversy in the chat, you need to pull up the chat. You're missing a lot.
Oh.
Okay. We need to address his original thing.
What's wrong with the Iron Sheik? Why are we hating on
No, we'll get there. We set up a wrestling pay-per-view. It would have 5 matches. Each wrestler would represent Iran or the U.S. And in the main event, they team up and beat up Russia and China. But all the U.S. wrestlers would be hot women. Like Meg the Stallion level hotness.
They should all be in there. Can we all agree? The best baddies come from America?
Can we all agree that Chinese men would shit their pants in a ring full of 5 Meg the Stallions? Because the only thing they would think is, I ain't got enough to get in there.
be bricked up but can't do
Yeah,
shit about it is
it's
crazy,
like,
dude.
just having Schmeat that just won't reach, you know what I mean, the sandwich. You know what I mean?
You ain't got enough Schmeat to fill the buns, dog. You.
If your mayonnaise dispenser can't get to the meat past the buns,
Yeah.
oh, that's got to be sad. That's why they like sushi over there. Buns are too much.
Dude, that's crazy.
Buns be too much. But that reminds me.
I like the dude who has a total of 4 moves to try to beat my ass. What is going on with the Iron Sheik, dude? What?
Fungal doesn't respect the Iron Sheik because he was a trash wrestler. And Neil is just going against what he's saying because he's Neil.
Hell yeah. What you mean, bro? I don't think he'd be dickheaded. Undertaker was fucking dope. And he liked the Sheiky, baby. I did hear the one thing that Undertaker said about him. He said that it was like the middle of winter one time and like they roomed together. He woke up in the fucking middle of the night because he's fucking freezing cold. I guess the Sheik had fucking the whole fucking like screen door open. It was just sitting out there like butt ass naked fucking doing like squats or some shit.
The match where he had a boner when wrestling Hulk Hogan is hilarious.
It's from all the fucking roids, dude.
He was on fucking Viagra.
Had
He
to
probably
be,
fucked a girl right before the match and it didn't go down.
dude. Such a likely story.
Got off the thing and was like, do I need to call my doctor? It's been 3 hours.
Hogan, we gotta end the match, man. Why? It's been 3 hours and this shit ain't going down.
But it does, the conversation about the Meg Thee Stallion thing with the Asians does remind me. Fungal, I have a theory. I have a theory that a race's average dick size is directly correlated to the average ass size of the females of the same race. Let's take whites, Asians, and blacks. Okay? Let's start with the Asians. Okay? Asian women notoriously have no big asses. So Asian men have small meat.
Small meat.
Because these Asian girls bend over and it's insert city. You just put it in like a mail slot, right? And you can't have a big dick as an Asian ninja because that shit'll drag you off the ceiling when you're trying to ambush your opponent. Right? Okay? Then let's take the other spectrum.
But if I use dick jutsu, I can tuck that shit.
Black guys.
Alright.
Okay? Black guys known for having the biggest dicks on the planet. Are we gonna forget that the African women have the most biggest asses because they're just sitting in the forest weaving baskets and then chairs didn't exist?
Basket booty bitches.
So
dog.
they fucking grow meat on their ass to sit comfortably while being at the camp waiting for their man to come back from killing a lion. And because he just killed a lion, his testosterone's through the roof. So he's got the fucking schmeat to handle the business. And then let's go to the whites. Let's go to the whites. You got everywhere from micro penis to that guy should have been an African. Okay? And we got everything from plank ass back to fucking thighs booty to what the hell, that chick's a white Meg Thee Stallion. We've got the gambit, dude. We've got the gambit.
I think he's on his own with the Latina thing. Yeah. Latina bitches got the fattest ass, dog.
Yeah.
I feel like Latinos are just like the sleeper agents. They probably got the biggest dicks out there, but like realistically,
I don't know.
it just the
I don't know the stats on this, but here's what I will say.
Dude, I wonder if like the whole fucking
is-
race play cuckold
Please,
thing.
bro, sometimes I have good jokes.
Let me know when I can talk.
Never mind. All right, what was your question?
I actually forgot it.
I forgot mine.
Letty.
Cool.
He must have weapons on. Hell yeah.
Oh, what I was gonna say is maybe it's deceptive. Maybe they have big booties, but that's why they arch better. When you're hitting a doggy, you know what I mean? Where they have the fucking ski slope from the ass to the back to the head.
Black girls got the best arch from my experience.
From your experience. Are you from a Latina heavy town? These are white Latinas. These bitches don't know shit.
I'm not straight out of Mexico.
That's no. We're talking Brazilian. We're talking real Latin. Not Mexican. Ask a gay guy to see if it's true.
Where's Braden?
Call him. You did. How funny would it be? We're gonna call our gay coordinator, and we need to know which asses are the best: Latino, white, Asian, or black.
No, hold up.
We're calling our gay representative, chat.
Hey, Braden. You're still saved as beautiful on my phone. I just want to let you know that first off. Second off, you're on the podcast right now.
Okay.
So we got into a discussion, all right?
Turn it up, put it closer to the mic.
So our discussion is actually related to...
A Canadian guy is asking.
Well, originally we were talking about like how ass sizes of like different races might be related to dick sizes, okay? And we know you're of the gay variety, sir, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, could you like help us out here? Like, I have a theory here because Latina chicks got like the fattest asses imaginable, right? That realistically they're sleeper agents and probably have some of the biggest dicks. All right. Josh says it just, you know, the stereotypical black dudes have the biggest dicks. Which one would you say is correct? The more accurate statement here, sir.
And then follow-up question. Which race has the juiciest asses? Male and female combined.
Well, I think Latinas, men, they have the bigger butts, the bigger asses. Not the biggest dicks that I've seen.
Okay.
Black dudes usually have a pretty.
Dude, I'm in touch with the stats, dude.
Hold up, let him finish, dude. Jesus.
Wait, he said what? I didn't even hear him.
He said he's in touch with the stats, but go ahead and finish, Braden. Black dudes, yes?
Yeah, but black dudes, they don't really have butts, but they do have bigger dicks. Latinas, they don't have big dicks, but they usually pretty big butts, men and women both.
Okay, so black men are front-loaded, Latina men are back-loaded. Got it.
Basically.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, but so you're saying on average it's a black guy that definitely has the bigger dick.
Yeah.
Science also says that.
See, chat, we don't have to do research. We have this beautiful man, Braden, to help us out. Thank you, buddy.
Now, Braden, do you have anything to promote?
Promote?
Any parades or anything coming up?
I don't have anything parade-wise or any, like, homosexual things to promote.
Okay, well, also, we got a new PC, and I can game stream again. So we should pick a game and game stream sometime soon.
That works for me.
Hell yeah. Miss you, guy. We'll have to hang out sometime soon.
Yeah, I know. We should.
All right, peace,
For
bro.
show. All right, deuces, brother. See, chat, we have representation on everything here at Hurricane.
Except trans. They're weird.
Actually, I could, if you're a cool trans, hit us up. I could probably rock.
I would love to have a trans on the show. I just don't think they'd like me. Because I'd have some offensive questions.
Dude, honestly though, like dead ass, dude. I think that'd be the dopest thing ever if we had like a trans person.
A real one.
Like somebody that was dope as fuck about it. Come on and like actually talk about it and have like a straight up discussion with it.
Can I tell you my true belief?
What?
Okay, shot or truth?
Okay.
Truth or shot? How do I feel about trans coming on the show? Okay. That's the question. And I'll answer it truthfully.
But no, hold up. What's your whole opinion on the whole trans thing and like the general mindset of like fucking you have to accept me as I view myself?
Well, that's two different things. So how I feel about the whole trans thing is that there are genuinely people with gender dysphoria.
I know it's two different things. That's why I was separated by an N.
Okay. I will answer both questions. I genuinely think there's people with gender dysphoria. and I don't want to be mean to them just to be mean to them.
Yeah.
I also think that that idea has been warped and instilled upon impressionable people,
100%, yes.
and those people are then vocal about it because they don't believe it themselves. So not only do they need to convince themselves, they have to convince you. And if you're not convinced, then they're not convinced, and which means that the answer they found for who they are isn't real.
Okay.
So you not accepting them as what they claim to be is only implying that their actual inner thoughts might be right, that this is a facade, which makes them angry.
Yeah.
In the same way I get angry when I know I'm a piece of shit about something and somebody says something about it. I already know. I don't need you to tell me. Okay? Now, it's a perfectly reasonable response for you to want to tell me that I'm a fucked up person about that. But I already know, so it bugs me more. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing with these people. They're not actually trans. They don't actually have gender dysphoria. But they need to imprint and impose that idea on you, and you need to accept it because it makes them feel easier to accept it about themselves. Now, number two.
Like, okay, here's my thing with that part. All right. So, like, why is it so hard for me, like, for you to accept that I can say, hey, you carry yourself very feminine? Like, say you're a man that has transitioned over to a woman. All right?
Yes.
Why would it be so offensive to say, hey, you do carry yourself very feminine, but I look at it on a scientific level, and realistically, your chromosome pairing is always going to be X and Y. Like, so scientifically, you are still a man. I will treat you as a woman, but I can't, myself, I can't change how I view. I would never want to fuck you because I view you as a man.
Yeah, real people with real gender dysphoria don't have that opinion. They're like, I understand that.
Oh yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so the problem is that there's people with real gender dysphoria that will listen to you say that, and they'll go, yeah, I mean, that sucks, because I'd like to try to go out with you. You know what I mean? But I understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they accept that they're a rarity. They almost accept that they're a rare Pokemon. I'm only going to find other Pokemon like me in rare instances.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're
It's like
talking
being-
about
it's like being the
Rattata. We're
Mewtwo
talking about
amongst-
Rattatas.
It's like being
thinking
a Mewtwo
they're
amongst
Mewtwo.
Pichus.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about Rattatas thinking they're Pichus.
Yeah.
I mean, Mewtwo's.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so these people that you're talking about aren't real gender dysphoria people. That's unbelievably rare. Like, until social media,
Yeah.
it was 0.018% of the population of America. And now that social media is a thing, it's like 4 or 5%. That's not just people being more accepting. There's a group of people that are taking that idea
And running with it.
it,
Yeah.
but aren't actually that. And those people would shoot at a president from 7 rooms away. You know, so like we're talking about unstable people.
So like, okay. Let me gather my thoughts. So like, what I want to get at too, like I always feel like, ever since like fucking the dawn of social media, like we'll get back to MySpace and shit like that. Like I feel like there's always been that thing where like, especially like within our generation, there's like the people that are like, oh, I gotta be special, that way I get attention. You know what I mean? And like fucking being like, oh, well, I'm trans or something like that, or I have gender dysmorphia. That's your way of saying like, oh, I'm special. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, I feel like there's people that like, and it kind of grows the more that social media grows too. Like that's probably why it boils down to the psychology of a person. You know what I mean? Where like you want to be socially accepted, and being that social media is like, you know, how a lot of people socialize nowadays. Like you standing out within that group because you're exposed to a larger group now. Like, for example, like say around here in Washington, say we were friends with everybody in Washington, right?
Right.
Fucking, we would like, you'd see like a good mix of just average everyday people, male, female. Fucking, there are some trans here, and you know what I mean. There's gay, straight, whatever. Like, you'd see a good mix of it. but at the same time, you probably see more like straight male, female people. You know what I mean? So like, in order to stand out, those people like try to pick like something that is like completely different or off the scale of normal, that they stick to it hardcore, and they're like, this is how I'll be different. This is how I'll be be like able to get like attention. You know what I mean? They don't view it as that because it's like, you know, that subconscious thought that drives it. It's like that subconscious instinct, you know what I mean? That drives it. And it's not like a conscious thought. Like, your conscious thought is more or less like, oh, like, fucking, they just don't view me as how I view me, shit like that. Like, because that's what you're experiencing at the surface level. But, like, subconsciously, it's just driven off that fucking, like, idea to fit, and not necessarily fit in, but stand out and, like, you know, be the exemption amongst the crowd, you know? Like, and that drive keeps kind of getting, like, pushed even further with like, you know, how social media keeps creeping into life and fucking everything else. Like, the more that you're exposed into a bigger social group, the more you get driven to stand out. So since our social groups are now bigger in a certain aspect, now you're kind of more driven to stand out in a much more extreme way.
It's lack of purpose mixed with unaccountability. They don't have a lack of purpose, but they feel like
gives them purpose.
Hold on. They don't have a lack of purpose, so they feel like they should be farther in life, but they're not. So they need a reason why it's not their fault.
And
You
Neil,
know what I mean?
Yeah, and Neil actually, like, Neil's statement there kind of like fucking supports what I say in a way, because like the person, it's virtue signaling, but at the same time, it's also, again, playing off that basic human instinct of wanting to fucking be accepted. You know what I mean? And like be an outlier almost.
But the only way I can explain it to people is like, it'd be like if swingers started being offended that people didn't understand their way of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like trans people are like like real trans people
Yeah.
are like swingers.
Yeah, no,
I want to
agree
live
with-
my life. I
How I
don't want
wanna
to
live
be
it.
judged because I'm that.
Yeah, let me do.
And
my
I
thing.
want to be that in secret.
Yes,
Okay?
let me mind my business.
So it'd be like if swingers showed up to the office and was like, yo, who wants to fuck my wife tonight?
Yeah, yeah.
And then nobody said anything, and they went to HR and were like, can you believe that nobody in this fucking building wants to fuck my wife?
Look at her, she's fucking hot, dude.
It's unbelievable. These people are racist, they're prejudiced, they're bigoted because my wife is a hot black woman, right? So, to me, it's almost
Should I
like,
send my brother your stream, or would I be kicked out of the family for hanging around? Saying, what did I say? It's so wrong.
I don't know. I mean, we have to ask him.
Is your brother like?
Like Schrodinger's trans. Is he real trans or fake trans?
Yeah, dude, what's up? Man, time out. Actually, we got questions. Send your brother or sister or whatever it is.
You know, I don't know how it'll
Send
go.
them.
I mean, I don't know how it'll go, but like, I'm down to talk to anybody about anything because, like, I'm not just in the business of misrepresenting or being rude to people, but
dude,
from my perspective that I have,
I just want to
we've
have a
been on
better
this screen
understanding.
the whole
on it.
time.
Oh shit!
I'm actually pissed.
Actually, for some reason, dude, no, we weren't. We've been on that the whole time. I've been watching it.
You're paused.
No, I'm not. I'm like lagged though. It's doing weird shit.
How long was it on the screen where we were small?
A minute. Probably since the.
It was so long ago.
I'm surprised nobody said anything.
Imagine if Jared was here. He would have known to say something.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold up a second. No, Jerry.
But don't worry.
Duke Nile is here.
This is not fucking life, bro. We can make that life though.
That's what it is. It's a transition. I went from me to Duke Nile, dude.
Less
Come
than
on.
5 minutes, Neil said. Still sucks.
Nah, just me personally, bro. At the end of the day,
I honestly just kind of want to know. Like, I'm more about, like, understanding things. You know what I mean?
I think there's a group of people in this country who are much like the group of people when we were kids who would cut themselves but knowingly didn't want to actually kill themselves. They were doing it for attention.
Yep, there's...
Like
They grew up and became trans, yes.
no, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying the young kids that would have been the ones that would start cutting themselves just started claiming they were trans. That's what I'm saying.
I'm using that as, like, a loose fucking statement. Like, obviously they didn't directly, like, grow up and become that. But, like...
Well, one of my friends did, and then he went back to a dude, and now he's more successful than ever. And it's like, maybe I should go trans for a year or two.
I do got my hair grown out. It would
I'm
be
Josephina. I'm Josephina.
Samantha, dude.
Well, your name's easier, bruh. I have to become Jocelyn or some gay shit.
Josephina.
None of those are Josh.
Full name's Joshua, right?
Ooh-wah.
Ooh-wah.
Ooh-wah. I'm like Roman Reigns, dude. I'm Josh, in parentheses, Roman Reigns' signature call.
Jocelyn. There you go, dude.
Yeah, but it's not Josh, dude.
Jocelyn. Neil's a hard one to make into Nancy. It'd have to be Nancy. Neil would have to become Nancy. That's the only thing it could be. Natalie.
Nelina.
Yeah, I'd be Shaquina. My brother said maybe.
Nelina. Oh, dude, I wasn't being dead serious.
But yeah, I mean, you know.
We can. If he wants to debate, well, in the chat.
Not really
it's
debate,
fine.
just more or less. I definitely have questions.
And they're not going to be super rude.
Yeah, it's just more or less like what I've already stated.
Here's how I determine if you're real or not. If you can understand that I can like you as a person, but also still make a joke.
Disagree with you?
Because, no, not disagree. Because I don't disagree with them if they're real.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. I don't disagree with them if it's real to them, right? My problem is like, you have to understand that that's odd to me. And if I make a joke, that doesn't mean I hate you. Do you understand the difference?
Yes.
Because the people that are faking it can't deal with you making a joke. Because then that shatters their own security. You know what I mean? Dude, okay. Do the in the chat. Do the truth or chat. Do the truth or shot, dude. Do the truth or shot and ask a question.
That could get interesting, dude.
Yeah, it saves you 40 fucking points. You know what I mean?
Who you picking, cuz?
And I haven't eaten since fucking 10 a.m., so
Let's get fucked, kid.
I'm already fucked. And we're late.
I mean, we're on time technically.
Yeah, the show's the right time.
Timing
but we're
wise.
late.
Truth or shot? Who we hitting with it though? Fungal.
Well,
That's the question.
it's only on me.
Oh, I can get hit with it too, right? I wish I could.
I mean, if he wants to use it on you, I guess he can, but like in the description, because I don't want to.
Oh,
You weren't here for me to ask you if you were willing to do this.
I'm down with whatever. What's up, bro?
What's the question?
What's the question, man?
In chat, and Sam, I swear to God, if you don't answer it honestly and don't take a shot, we're fighting next week.
Okay. I'm down with whatever.
There has to be laws here.
I thought the idea was like you tell the truth or you take a shot.
Yes, and what I'm saying is if you don't take the shot and then you lie
Oh yeah.
for the truth and claim it's the truth.
If I had to. Oh, Ryan Reynolds. Easy.
Oh, dude,
That was cakewalk.
Yeah, he said this on the show 45
So
times.
easy, dude.
That would be a question for me because I don't even know the answer.
Easy.
Like, that'd be a question for me because I don't even know the answer.
I still owe him a shot, so I'm gonna do that. But Fungal, you got to get better, dude. I mean, There's actually a longer list than that. I'll be real there. There's a little bit more truth
Not
to that.
for me, my list is 0, and I don't even know what the answer is.
But and those are maybes, but the definite is Ryan Reynolds.
And my argument to that is scientific. My argument is that you can have people like this guy for battle, right? This is the battle guy. Okay? This guy is willing to fucking dude on the battlefield and then go kill the enemy, right? Roman style.
That's how you get the fucking testosterone up, dude.
Yeah. Me, but you can't have a full population of people like him. Because then there'll be battles, because most of human history was battles. So they'd just be fucking dudes all the time going to war, and then there'd be no kids, right? So then there would have to be a balance. There'd have to be people who are disgusted by male ass, aka me.
Well, first off, you're playing it off as if I'm gay right now, and I don't like that.
No.
I can recognize an attractive male.
Shut the fuck up, because that's not what just happened. I said in the rare scenario of an entire population of you in a Roman society that was always at war. So you were spending multiple years on the battlefield with only other dudes. Okay. Are there any kids being made? Exactly. That's what I said. I didn't say you were gay.
Bro, okay, time out. Let me be real with you. I'm thinking of the situation now.
I'd be the deserter who goes back to the village and fucks bitches.
I'm being so real here. All right. Thinking of the situation now.
Uh-huh.
If I was a Roman soldier, there's no porn. I ain't got my phone to just whip out and be like, here's Pornhub.
Exactly. Right? And you're years on the battlefield. Could die tomorrow every day for a year.
I'm going to need something else other than
that.
Yeah,
exactly, dog.
And they cutting it for
Not
years.
Me, dude. Not me. Not even in that scenario. I'd fucking desert it. I'd pretend to be dead on the field. And then I'd run back to a small little fucking village of foreigners or whatever the fuck. And I'd be like, who wants to suck?
Hey, yo, Spartacus, come bend the fuck over. Straight up, dog.
Yeah, dude.
Straight up.
Not me, dog.
Dude.
Not me.
No, I'm clapping cheeks.
I'm evolution.
Listen, bro, listen.
I'm inevitable.
Listen, bro. I have needs. I'm clapping cheeks and I'm staring off at the sky and I'm being like, yep, this is my wife.
If I believed in evolutionary DNA, that would mean you come from a lineage of pure warriors and I come from a lineage of pussy-eating pussies. Okay? So it's just what it is. We're like, oh my god, a war's happening. Get the kids. We're going to the woods to fuck.
Dude, so gays are just super soldiers?
Gays are super soldiers.
I hate to bother the guy a second time, but... Holy shit, dude.
Gays are super soldiers. Gays are super soldiers.
We gotta tell him, chat.
We gotta tell him. We gotta tell him.
More.
Hello, bro.
Logan, sir.
Dude, I hate to bother you.
We figured it out.
I hate to bother you, bro, but we came to another conclusion, and I feel like you must hear this.
Okay.
All right, Josh is going to explain this one because he's fucking Josh Stradamus with the words.
Yeah, okay. So check it out, dude. Okay, I said that, like, Sam, like, he can appreciate a man's body, right? Because somebody in the chat asked if he would fuck a man, who would it be? And then he said Ryan Reynolds, and they said boring. And then Sam said, well, there's a list of, like, 6+. And then I said, I don't even know who my number one would be. If that question was asked to me, I'd have to sit here and think about it to not lie. So then I started saying, like, okay, but it makes sense, because in Roman times, dudes would be on the battlefield for years at a time, and, they'd have to fucking figure it out. There was no porn. What are they going to draw? Stick figures? So they fuck man ass. Alexander the Great fucked man ass, and he was still great, right? So Sam must come from a lineage of pure warriors, while I come from a bunch of hiding losers that love to eat pussy. And then we figured out that means gay people are the super soldiers of the past. Your ancestors were super soldiers.
Oh my god. I forgot about when Rome used to do that shit.
Yeah, dude, you're a super soldier, Braden. How do you feel about that,
dude,
bro?
You're the Captain America's ass of the past, dude.
Bro, you might be Alexander the Great's great grandson.
Or at least his fantasy.
You're definitely... Dude, you were one of his little choir boys.
Dude, I'm his little squire.
Yeah, dude. You're out there getting slayed by Alexander the Great, dog.
Kicked down by Alexander the Great.
Okay, sorry, we just had to inform you that your ancestors were unbelievably gifted in the art of battle. because
Yeah.
they were testosterone up in the ass and in the balls.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be real here. I didn't like just calling you for fucking asking you the gay question. We also wanted to gas you up a little bit too.
It's fine, you know.
All right, Bray. We'll have to hit you up, man. We'll fucking chill sometime, big dog.
Hot takes.
All right, peace. My man loved the super soldier idea. I feel like gays are super soldier. So what is that?
Lesbians are anti-soldiers.
No, trans.
They're literally
Trans,
just
dude.
spies. Lesbians are just spies.
They were a Cleopatra ass bitch.
No, Cleopatra
She was getting dick down. Yeah, never mind.
Cleopatra was a woman trying to do soldier shit. Cleopatra literally
All right.
shipped herself in a carpet to Julius Caesar and then seduced him and had a kid with him. Who may be Jesus Christ, by the way.
Oh, so the bitches that fucking have OnlyFans now are probably descendants of Cleopatra.
They're descendants of soldiers, at least.
Oh, never mind. I guess I got this backwards.
No, lesbians are the smartest. Hear me out.
Let him cook, chat. Let him cook. Go ahead, hit the hot takes while you.
Okay, so the hot takes. You shouldn't hook up on the first date.
Fuck that, dude. Fuck that.
Hold on, hear
Oh.
me out. Let me give some nuance to this.
Nah.
Let
Fuck
me give some
that.
nuance to
If
this.
she throws it at me, I'm catching it.
Let me throw some nuance on this.
Here's where I'm only going to agree with you before we ever get into this.
Okay?
All right? If you actually want to build a long-term, solid relationship that's going to last for the rest of your lifetime, possibly, fucking on the first date is probably not a good sign of it. I will agree with that statement right there before we go forward.
I wasn't even going to go that route because that's obviously the split route. I was going to go with just a clarification on what a first date is. Okay?
Okay.
Meeting a girl at a club and hooking up with her that night is not a first date.
That's a trial run.
That's a one night stand. It already has a name. Okay? Okay?
I was figuring just trying to pussy, but
Okay.
when their husbands got sent to war, instead of getting another husband to be sent to war, she gets a wife who won't be sent to war. I mean, hey,
No, but they were still married to a dude that died, but then they just got to live their truth. They were like, oh, my husband's dead. I guess I'll just manage this up by myself. Hi, Madeline.
that bitch was going to the bathhouse and getting banged out daily. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're talking about, you know what I mean? Dudes are too easy to make come. That's the problem.
Rome is how swingers actually became a thing. I'm gonna be so real here. I feel like that's why it's ingrained in the DNA, because Rome was such a fucking like swinging culture, in my opinion.
In the art of espionage through sex, women have the advantage. It's
Oh,
so much easier to make a dude
fuck,
come
dude.
without being invested in it.
Not even that, dude. Like, just think scientifically here, all right? At a basic level, all right?
Uh-huh.
You only have so much blood in your body, right?
Yep.
Once your dick fucking gets hard, that blood's shifted elsewhere, right?
Okay.
Your brain's working on a little less blood. Even if it's a little less blood, that's still a little less oxygen. Once your dick starts thinking, your brain does shut down a little bit. Has to, bro.
Okay.
I don't care if there's no science to back this up. This has got to be some sort of fucking scientific fact. I don't care if it's 1% of your brain shuts down for a second, or however long, fucking, your brain shuts down as a man.
Time out. Just came up with a super sick business plan. We start a trial. Okay? A scientific trial, chat.
Dude,
Shut up. Let me finish.
okay, you go ahead, but I got a
We
fucking
start a
great
scientific
product.
trial where we study exactly what you just said. Does being hard having sex make you think differently? And then we make it a
My
trial where
post-nut a fucking
we
thing, bro.
interview dudes
why-
and the women pre-sex, during sex, after sex. But we also film it because it's scientific, right?
We're only going to have an OnlyFans link for profit of the. It's for profit of the.
Yes, that's why I called it a business plan.
Yeah.
We're gonna solve a scientific question, which will get us accolades
It's for the. It's
and
for
stature
scientific
in the
studies.
community. And then also,
Yes.
in the small print of the contract they signed for science,
For science.
we
They
will
will
also
have
be
an
filming
OnlyFans
it.
link.
We will be filming it and having full. This is how you phrase it. So you're thinking small. Okay. Well, you're thinking correctly, but you're thinking small. Okay. You're thinking small picture.
We can monetize it.
You don't want them to
We
know.
Monetize it.
But this is how you legally do the Girls Gone Wild thing.
Bullshit.
Without the minors.
Obviously, we're not doing minors, Chad.
We put in the small print of the contract for science.
For science.
That we own. Not that we get to make money off of it, but that we own the rights to the footage from the trial, which includes the sex.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And then...
Well, most clinical trials are recorded, so recording the sexual acts would not be a fucking problem. And we'd have to have different angles.
And it would make sense.
For science, we'd have to have different
For
POV angles, too.
Exactly.
With full VR.
Exactly. Well, I would have a
And we'd
room-
have to do it in different situations, like gangbangs, threesomes.
I'm doing
fucking
virtual reality.
cuckold, fucking all the different fucking hot wife. All
The
those different
room
situations.
is cameraed out to the point where you can virtual
BDFM.
reality it.
CNC.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but we got to try. But listen, dude, for science though, we got to test every sexual situation. Cuckold,
Yes!
all that.
That's why I was saying when you originally said it, you were thinking small beans.
Okay, yes.
We can milk this
and we
for
got
years.
We got to retest because the scientific method.
Yep. And then the second
And then
trial.
when we introduce it, we're going to introduce it as a theory so we can continue to
And then-
test for 10 years.
And then
Like-
think about this. Hold on. But you have to retest it, and then you have to retest to see if the retest has any correlation with the fact that the trial's known now, right? So
Yeah.
you do the first one, nobody knows that it's going to be.
Well, obviously that's
Okay.
the scientific
Okay.
method, fool.
And then
yes.
the second one, people may or may not know. It's
It's
Schrodinger's knowledge.
At the point that they know, it's a placebo effect.
Right.
Yes.
And then we have to do it a third time to see if people knowing had any effect on the results of the first trial.
And then once we do that trial, we got to do the results of, like, now that they know that the original trials results were fucking flawed by the fucking people fucking knowing about the results. We have to do a test to know if we know that we know that we know.
And then we get the first trial people that were involved in the first trial, and we give them a drug that gives them amnesia.
And we call it Survivor.
Yep, exactly. And we
Yep.
make it a game show where we see if they can remember after we gave them the. So now it's a drug trial. So now we're working on the pharmaceuticals, the entertainment, the scientific, and the sexual. We're quartering the business here.
Chat, it's a conglomerate, dude.
Oh,
All based off a scientific project.
exactly.
So actually,
science is the key.
so
If
okay,
COVID
dude,
taught me anything,
I found out.
science can change the world, even if it's a lie. That's what COVID taught me, and I will use that to build this company called Science Sex, or Sex Science, or fucking something like that.
Yeah.
Along those lines, even.
So I found out something interesting. My trade's electrical, right?
Yep.
Electrical is just a theory, right?
Thunderbolt in the pussy.
Well, electrical's just a theory. There's no laws of electricity, right?
Yep, right. Exactly.
Well, scratch that. There are Ohm's law. There's a couple laws, all right? But as far as electrical goes as a whole, it's a theory, right?
Mm-hmm. Vibrators are a mystery, Chet.
And I always thought to myself, like, while I'm working on this shit, I'm like, it seems like we really have this down to a science and we have it controlled. You know what I mean? Like, how is this actually, like, still a theory? All right? It sent me down a rabbit hole that I didn't expect, bro. I'm gonna be so real here. All right?
Does it involve plasma?
Well, electric is technically a state of plasma, so I guess you could say that.
So you know what's interesting?
Hold up, I feel like I know where you're going with this, but let me just state this. All right.
I'll let you go.
So the only thing that I found for as to why electrical is a theory is more or less so like big companies like General Electric and shit like that can continue to just update and like change systems however they please in order to introduce new technology to make it more expensive and more. This is the conspiracy part, all right? In order to like create new technology that's more expensive, has more features, and requires more maintenance, kind of like the automobile industry, like, you know what I mean? Where like they're making cars more advanced, where like I can work on a car that's fucking 2014 and before, right? These newer 2020 cars where there's like, you have fucking this much space to fucking turn a wrench. You know what I mean? Like that I can't work on that. I can't even get a wrench around the fucking bolt. That requires specialty tools. You know what I mean? So it's more or less these electric companies keep it as a theory and don't make it a law. So smaller companies don't have the advantage they do to just continually make more fucking complex and advanced fucking things in order to sell it to customers and make more profit whenever realistically it doesn't need it. Because one of the systems that I encountered myself is called knob and tube. All right, it's a real simple system, and how it works, you have a circuit like how you would in a normal home. All right, instead of a breaker, you have a fuse. All right, and it goes out, and whenever it goes through wood, it goes through a porcelain tube, and it connects to a knob to keep it fucking tight, and technically it's ground. All right, if we were going to call it anything, it's grounding. All right, and the advantage it has over your modern day systems that uses Romex, like Romex, you have to run a set of 3 wires, your ground, neutral, and hot, to a device in order for it to work with your panel and shit, right? Because it has to, like with the modern system, it has to fucking, with a breaker system, it has to feed out and be able to come back and hit the fucking ground and the breaker pick up on that. If there's any break in that, that's whenever your breaker trips, or if there's an overload in that, it'll trip. Now, with the older knob and tube system, you would take your wire and you could run they were both considered hots, but one was your hot, one was your neutral, all right? If you were to equate it to modern day electricity. You could take your hot and run it, one hot, and run it all the way up and around through whatever building you had, and only have technically one wire running in and out through all these fucking different systems, right? And it was grounded still because it had its porcelain fucking resistor attached to the wood and shit. And then you would take your other circuit and run it up and around, and they'd meet somewhere in the house. So basically you only had one wire running, so it was super cheap, right? Then they introduced a breaker system where it switched over to the fucking 3 wires and fucking more expensive. It requires more materials, more shit like that. And like the devices are actually more expensive for your 3 wire systems because they require a separation between the ground, neutral, and hot. Because if there's ever any touch between the two, it's a problem. Whereas in a knob and tube system, your hot and neutral can touch at any fucking point and it's not a big ordeal. Alright? So basically it boils down to like a keep it a theory just to fucking make it to where it's more complex, and they can keep making it more complex for more fucking developed systems so they can sell a new product each year, more or less. Whereas like scientific law has already proven like how electricity more or less works, like through Ohm's law and a bunch of other laws in
All right,
place.
let me throw 2 things at you.
All right.
Number 1, I'm going to throw this at you.
I didn't mention the plasma thing because I know you want to go ahead and I know yours has to deal with this. So
This is not the plasma thing. That's going to be the second thing because I have a lot to say about it. But as you were talking, I also thought about what if it's basically like
Nikola Tesla had more than enough research to prove it is the law instead of a theory.
no, okay, I understand. This is going to be acknowledging and going with what you say.
Okay. I'm not saying you're arguing. I'm just adding on because I don't know what route you're about to take with this first round, and I'm trying to like kind of pinpoint it.
They're already using AI data centers is using a crap ton of electricity.
Yes.
Okay? And
Our grid is having a hard time keeping up with it.
yes,
actually.
and my electric bill has gone through the fucking roof.
And honestly,
Okay,
the
hold
fact
on.
that they're trying to make this switch to electric vehicles, it's concerning to me as an electrician because it's going to overload our power grid. And like all you eco activists are worried about fossil fuels. What the fuck do you think your electricity comes from? It comes from fucking mostly coal, you stupid shits.
Right. So my argument for what you're saying is that they clearly have a lot of pull in the realm of power.
Obviously,
Okay.
if you're able to influence not just local laws, you're able to influence fucking scientific knowledge.
And then Nikola Tesla's all of his assets were seized
Yeah,
30% of it was never disclosed to the public and is still kept as a secret today.
Well, and that's the 30% that we know. It could be so much more than that.
Right. So we know
what
that
we got
30%
released could only be 1%.
We know that 30% at least of Nikola
Minimum,
Tesla's
yes.
electricity research was classified due to national security. And then they made a law saying that anything that you invent that may risk or
Endangered
national security can be seized by the government
and classified. Yes.
and classified.
All things related to it.
So that would be like a thing where, like, yes, like the reason why they haven't done the reason they haven't done the science made it like gravity or whatever the fuck, even though gravity hasn't been proven, they still talk about it like a science, but they don't
like
have
a theory. Yes.
Yeah,
the theory of gravity.
right,
Yes.
and they still.
Even though
So
they have
the
all
reason
the
they haven't made a science of electricity is
Law.
because a
Theory
law,
law, yes.
okay, a law of electricity is because they don't want there to be, they don't want to lie, and they also don't want people to know the truth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a
Okay.
fine balance between it. I
Now-
agree with you on that.
Here's my second thing. The thing that intrigues me the most about what's going on with electricity right now is that everybody thought that the scientists that are going missing had something to do with nuclear. Okay?
Kid Rock was at the Pentagon. That doesn't surprise me. He's a huge fucking like supporter of Trump, dude.
He has a replica of the White House on his compound.
Yeah. But go
Okay.
ahead. I want to hear your point here, actually.
Everybody thinks these scientists that have gone missing originally, they all thought they had something to do with nuclear power or nuclear energy, and that's why they were disappearing. But it turns out, because of the two newest ones that have gone missing or died, they specialized in a specific type of energy, plasma.
So more or less
Okay.
fusion/fission.
So all these scientists randomly, at some point in their life, really studied plasma.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're all going missing.
That's fusion/fission.
At the same time, the United States military is cutting all the funding to nuclear style weapons
Okay.
and putting it all into experimental energy.
Oh, that's directed
Okay.
energy weapons. Yeah.
So, what did they learn during COVID? It doesn't matter if you only have 3 or
It's
4
not
people
what they
that know.
learned during COVID.
No, hold on. This is just let me
I get
talk
what-
for a second.
I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to add in, like, it's definitely not what they learned during COVID. And I'll elaborate on that after you're done.
This is not about the science of it. This is just about the people looking into it, right? So in COVID, they left 4 scientists that had credibility in that field that got platformed by other people. And then that sowed the seed of doubt that stopped people from being fully involved, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Millions of people were swayed off of the vaccine, especially the second round, because of the people that Joe Rogan and, you know, other people had on.
antibiotics. Yeah.
Yeah. So they learned that if somebody has the science and the credibility to out you for what you're doing, you can't let them exist.
Okay.
So if you created a plasma weapon, or you created a science that involves plasma,
Or directed energy in any way.
or exactly,
Yes.
and then these people could get a conscience and go to one person, just one email to Joe Rogan, and he reads it, and he goes, I'm interested, I'll have her on. Now millions of people know what you're trying to hide.
So
That's kind of what I'm getting at, is that the science, I'm starting to think more than ever, you started on
I'm
electricity,
100% going to build on what you're
that
saying
these
here.
people were invested in a plasma-based science,
Yeah. Plasma
and that's
energy,
why
yeah.
they had to go.
I'm going to say plasma/energy, all right? So, what I would like to point out, there's 2 different weapons that we designed. I want to say about here's the time frame, I would say 2007, 2011, all right? The only reason I state that is because that's the time I was in high school, right?
Also, the 2011 is the year that Barack Obama made it where it was legal for the news to lie to you.
That's kind of relevant to what we're talking about here. I
Well,
will admit this.
I could
But-
sue a company. I could sue the news if they lie to me in 2010. But in 2011 and to now, imagine during COVID if we could all sue CNN.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, dude, that fucking thing where they all fucking hopped on and said the same exact script from fucking top to bottom would have been a fucking huge lawsuit in and of itself. But what I want to say here, all right, bro. 2007 to 2011, the only I can't pinpoint which years I saw it, and I know it was in the same year I saw both these weapons. All right. It was testing footage for a Navy weapon that was a railgun that used electromagnetism to get a metal slug that weighed 8 pounds up to the like Mach 4, I think it was. All right, and it was enough to penetrate through. I think it was 5 2-inch thick fucking steel plates. All right, that's a hell of a lot of fucking energy, right? We can agree to that. Then at the same time, there was also footage, and I'm sure you've seen this, where there was an aircraft carrier out in the middle of the sea, and they had a test drone flying way up in the fucking sky. All right, like you've seen the footage starts with like them being on the test deck. They look up, and all you see is this little fucking dot like way up in the fucking sky. Then they have and like you see a plane flying next to it. Then they have the footage from the plane where like it's right next to the fucking drone, right? And there's a turret on the fucking ship, all right? And the turret isn't a gun. It's a laser, all right? And you see one little flash at first, and then, like, there's no other flashes, anything like that. And then it just shows the drone. And you see, like, a little fucking heat spot fucking form on the drone, and it's straight fire, and the fucking drone falls out the fucking sky. So it's a laser weapon that could shoot fucking drones out of the sky. You can look me up. You can fact check me. These are two technologies we know we have. All right. I think at that point in 2007, 2011, they saw the. Sam, are you Asian in disguise? No, I nerd out about certain things, and directed energy weapons are kind of like a physics thing, so they kind of intrigue me a little bit. But I'm sure at that point they realized the potential of just straight up energy weapons. You know, that railgun, straight up magnetism. That fucking laser is light, right? So at that point they realized the potential of energy weapons. And so they probably went behind the scenes and started testing that more at that point, all right? Given how our government works with military shit, it probably took them about, I would say, 5 to 7 years of testing for them to finally say, we're going to fully, heavily invest in this. And then another couple years of approval and fucking design and shit like that. And then that kind of leads you into the COVID times where you might have had like scientists start coming up missing. And now you got scientists coming up missing for sure. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like they realized the investment in energy weapons. Josh sees his white skin. What? I think they seen the investment in directed energy weapons, be it sound, fucking electromagnetism, fucking plasma, fucking light, whatever the fuck it may be. They seen the potential in that and started fucking actually heavily investing in that in about 2020. And I'm going to say within the next 10 years, we're going to actually start seeing that employed in fucking battles. I mean, I think low key we've already employed it, because there's been reports of like villages and shit like that where we have had active military incursions that have reported like the entire village just getting sick and a weird sound being like heard whenever it occurred.
Okay, but this just goes with what I'm saying.
That's the whole thing I was saying. I'm supporting what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying why would they wait 10 years? Like, I
It's
think
our
the
military,
reason,
dude. They test so heavy behind the scenes. I'm not even joking you.
I understand that, but we have a fucking
SR-71 Blackbird was a 15-year project behind the scenes.
we have a fucking lunatic in charge. Okay,
That's why they're pushing for it heavy now.
I'm saying that's why all these scientists are coming up missing so fast.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm supporting
is
what
that
you're
they're
saying.
about to use this technology in Gaza and then be like, or not Gaza, in Iran. then be like, we don't know what happened. This doesn't exist.
This whole city just obliterated.
Yeah, like they're gonna be like, everybody's gonna be standing there like the Spider-Man meme. It was you, it was you, it was you.
Well, look, let's put it this way, bro. There's a specific project that just recently came to light within the past 4 years called the Hand of God. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, I know about the Hand of God. Hitler spent a shit ton of time looking for it.
No, I'm talking about a different one that our U.S. military worked on. This is a project.
Well, they probably named it after the thing Hitler was looking for.
Well, no, they called it the Hand of God because it was literally like a fucking... Okay, so the idea was, and I think they came up with this in the 70s, 80s during the whole, like, Reagan space program thing, you know what I mean? Where he's like, yeah, we're going to have the space race, we're going to have a bunch of space weapons, you know what I mean? The Star Wars initiative, I think they called it. Fucking... It's a huge tungsten rod that's about like 4 or 5 foot in diameter. All right, that's held up in the sky by a fucking big ass launcher, and they did tests with it, and it's insane. It could hit with the force of a fucking like 5 megaton nuclear fucking bomb and level a city. So basically, pretty similar to what we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, just without the nuclear force. It's a tungsten rod with straight kinetic impact that just fucking boom.
Well, I just want to be awesome as hell right here and say, yes, 100% they named it after the staff of God that Hitler was going after, because the staff of God that Hitler was going after was a staff that Jesus used to walk with when God spoke to him for the first time, and that staff had the ability to shoot lightning out of it to kill people.
Well, that's
Okay,
I'm sure they named it after that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so Hitler spent a shit ton of money looking for this thing that supposedly God touched while Jesus was holding it.
So here's where it gets interesting about the Hand of God idea, all right? They abandoned the idea of actually implementing it quickly, and they spent like the next 25 years researching it before they said, you know what, this is actually completely dead weight. Let's cut this because we have far better technology. Like, we have fucking rockets that can take a person out by themselves on a balcony. Let's not worry about this anymore. So, do you know when they finally dropped funding for researching that?
No.
When it was declassified in 2013.
The Bible would be a sick D&D campaign.
Brother. But just imagine, like, the fear we'd impose on everybody. Hey, we got 27 fucking tungsten rods in the fucking orbit right now. Fuck with us. We'll drop one on you.
All right.
The reason they chose tungsten, though, is because it wouldn't burn up in the atmosphere as easily. So, like, they would have, like, it'd obviously be about, like, 60 feet long. But it was fucking, it's just fucking like that. And whenever it came down into the atmosphere, they were like, we'll design the cone to where it just evaporates enough to where it has a rounded shape so it hits harder.
I think it's hilarious that all these buildings in New York City have lightning rods, but it just grounds it where it goes into the ground.
Yeah.
Harness that shit, dude. What are we talking about?
It's not that simple.
Oh, we can't do it? We can't
So-
have a building that one room costs $4 million a year, but you can't figure out the technology to harness that shit?
So here's where it gets complicated at with that. All right.
I have a tungsten cube.
You could fucking launch that at 1,000,000 miles an hour and fucking destroy somebody. But, so here's
All
where...
right, final words, and then we're going away.
Damn. Here's where it gets complicated at.
Mhm.
All right, with harnessing that. So the best way I can accurately describe this to you is, you know the difference between kinetic and potential energy, right?
Yep.
So voltage is more or less your potential energy. All right, it's the delivery system for which amperage, which is your actual power usage or draw, gets there. All right. So in order to reach a certain amperage, usually you have to have a certain voltage in order for it to flow properly, right? So a lightning strike is super high fucking voltage. We're talking about like in the 1.2 to like 2. I think it's 7 or 3 million volts. And even higher than that, depending on how fucking, big the strike was. it's a lot of voltage, and it could carry the amperage, but the problem is it doesn't deliver amperage in order to make it a strike. You know what I mean? He had shots as interesting shit. I'm not that lit yet though, but like it's honestly just shit I get interested in. I fucking
Well, I'm trying not to cut you off. I'm trying
Oh.
to be nice, but it's been a half hour now.
sorry. So basically, fucking lightnings have a super ton of potential. They just don't carry the actual kinetic energy to transfer over to a device that can actually make like. It can't pull power from something that isn't there, more or
No,
less.
I understand.
That's why people survive lightning strikes. Like you're getting like if somebody gets hit with a lightning strike, they're getting hit with millions of volts, but it's not amperage. But yet I can get hit by a 120 volt circuit that's pulling 15 amps and die. So I mean, it's a really weird but like cool science.
No, I understand. I knew all that. My whole point is like, we have one of the most expensive. The Empire State Building is one of the most expensive buildings on the planet per square foot.
Yes, but
And the fact that they've done nothing other than ground it is funny to me.
because there's nothing you can do with it other than that is redirect it. There's no energy to pull from that. It's not like,
Did you kill rats with it?
I mean, technically yes.
Shock the sewer. Like, there's so many. There's a sewer issue with rats up there. I'm saying it doesn't even have to make full sense.
I mean, technically you're not wrong. Like, yeah, I guess, but like at the same time, you're not like a real logical application of like trying to get energy out of it is not going to work. It's not like a
I think
hydroelectric
it's a
dam.
gym. Let's see what's going on, and then we're calling it a day. Hello. What's good? I'm
Sam
on the,
is really
I'm on the
locked in on
podcast.
Yes, dude. I'm sorry, man.
Good.
You
What
should
do you
be-
need?
You should be watching, Jim. We're talking about electrical theory.
Yes, Sam just explained electronics and plasma for 30 minutes. You would actually enjoyed it. That's the thing.
Like,
I don't know for 30 minutes. I enjoyed it for a minute or two, you know, like plasma shit.
no, I don't like how you did that.
Nah, dude, you weren't there, dude. You would have liked it.
You probably would have added into it, Jim.
Yeah, you didn't even know what we did. We weren't just like A plus B equals
We were-
fucking current.
We're talking about fucking like directed energy weapons and shit, dude, and like fucking the fact that the government's probably been like researching them for probably about 15 plus
Yeah,
years.
and it turns out all these scientists had a special interest in special plasma energy. How about that?
See, now we're on my alley.
Yeah, see, I told you would have liked it, but you don't want to listen.
So that sounds way up my alley.
Jim,
All
not
right,
so
so what
much
do you-
as you would have liked.
What are you doing tonight?
Much. I just got home. I'm chilling with the little one. You know.
Dude, I explained fucking electrical theory in physics terms, bro.
Okay, I'll call you back. I'll call you back later.
Potato chip.
All right, peace.
Oh, don't forget about the directed energy weapons they used during the murder raid.
Oh yeah!
All right, peace.
They shut down the whole power grid with directed energy weapons. This just kind of proves it, chat.
All right, GG's chat. I will talk about saber-tooth tigers. Next week is my time. We're ending the show next week with 25 minutes of
I
saber-tooth
get
tigers.
30 minutes out of 200 some odd episodes. God forbid. My bad, dog.
Dude. But I let you have it though. I was very nice.
I know 30 minutes out of fucking 800 hours is hard.
But you didn't. I let you have your
Dude,
time.
I am totally fucking with you, and you're being so serious right now.
I know I'm getting pissed. Every time you have these moments, I let you go. It's not my fault you have few moments.
I'm sorry, we rarely talk about shit that I super am into.
Yeah, well, I was going to do the promo earlier, and I tried to chat. All I did was say, hey, when I do the promo, please don't interrupt me. He goes, don't worry, I'll just scroll my phone. No, that looks bad on the fucking clip, dumbass. If I'm just over here fucking, oh, you look like fucking Timu Tubi Johnny Cage, fatality, bleh, and then you're over here like this. What a bad clip.
Do what every other TikToker does, edit it.
That's why I had to change the thing, but somebody was 20 fucking minutes late.
I'm so sorry, traffic's a bitch.
In this town, you're high, dude.
What? I wasn't coming from this town, my boy.
See you, dude.
See you, dude.
Have a good day. I might film another one off screen, but I'm gonna film it and I'm gonna fucking post it.
I got
Discord.
pissed so fucking bad.
All right, hold on. Let me hit a raid real quick. Oh, yeah, let me hit a raid real quick. So who the fuck is this?
Pick 'em. Fucking, I got to piss. That's all I know.
All right.
I'm really about to piss myself, bro. You know how whenever I ran into you at Sheets the other day and you like fucking just straight ran? That's where I'm at.
Chad, do we want to rate a black or a white or a female?
You already ended?
Nah, yeah.
Oh, fuck me. I was about to cuss him out, chat.
Man, I wish you would.
About to straight cuss him out, chat.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, now we're going.
Anyways, what I was trying to say.